I'll be spending the next 100 days in a jungle in Minecraft Hardcore. I'll need to create a cozy jungle base with farms, ancient temples, bridges, and more. So stay tuned to see me build up a base starting from just this jungle and survive and thrive in this unique world. 100 days in a jungle. This is a pretty good spot and a pretty good biome to build in the first place, so I'm definitely really excited for it. As always, I have a little bit of a plan of what I'm going to build, but nothing super concrete. There's also some loot we can steal here right away. Nothing crazy though. I mean, we just have a mending and an unbreaking 1 golden hoe, and a little bit of a sword with sharpness 2 to start out. I mean, yeah, that's not going to help a crazy amount, but a weapon is better than no weapon. And of course, you cannot start a new world without getting some wood and some tools, so let's get right into doing that. Well, I mean, 11 coal, 7 iron, I think that is going to be good enough for the time being. And it would probably help to have some starting food. The only thing is, I don't really want to take away too many cows from where we spawned in, in case we want to like breed them, of course, but it's definitely helpful to have a couple of good pieces of starting food. So I'm going to take a little bit and just hope that there's more around here. As well as the watermelon. We could eat that for now unless we get in a fight. Because the only con about watermelon is that it does not have good saturation. So if you're trying to eat it while you're fighting like a skeleton, you're just going to end up dying because it's going to do more damage than you can heal. Unless you wait like 30 seconds in between every time you get hit. There's also some chickens, which I think, I mean, we can get feathers and stuff from that too. Those are definitely going to be helpful to have in the first place, I would think. If I could avoid hitting that grass and get them. Also, I am curious. I've done so many of these videos where I build or survive in a certain biome. So what is your guys' favorite biome in Minecraft? Maybe I'll make a video specifically on that one. Because I definitely have so many left. I think my favorite biome honestly has to be a jungle just because it's so like green and lush and there's just so much stuff in it. Especially after the addition of the bamboo forests, the sparse jungles, the old jungle M, I remember that. And there's just a lot of variety and you cannot beat the grass color here. It's just so green, I love it. And you know, I love watermelon as well, and that's like the fruit of this jungle on Minecraft. In order to begin building though, we're gonna need some like basic blocks of course, and maybe some at least iron tools I would say. So we're gonna have to find those. Stuff like cobblestone, spruce wood maybe even. Or I mean just in general, we want oak wood, because I'm not building with jungle wood. Oh yeah, and lots of cobblestone, because one of the things I think I'm gonna build is a temple. I got a comment suggesting that in my previous video, and just ever since I saw that comment, it just sparked an idea in my head, and I really want to follow through with it now. But mining cobblestone takes a very long time in Minecraft, so maybe we should get a diamond pickaxe before we try to do that. I'm not actually entirely certain of which way I'm going to go about this. If we could find some sheep, though, I think that'd be worth it, so we can get a bed and sleep through the first night. That way I don't have to like dodge and fight monsters instead of making progress on building. It's just the thing is, I don't know if we're going to be able to find sheep. I'm going to backtrack a little bit into this more open, sparse jungle area. But even while doing that, I still do not see anything. Oh yeah, there's a forest over there. This isn't a jungle-only biome, or, well, I guess it'd be called, yeah, jungle biome-only world. We're just going to be similar to my old mountain video. We're just going to be surviving and building around this jungle, which I think is a lot more fun than a single world anyway. It gives you some more variety. And it seems like everyone agrees with me because of how good my mountain video did back then. So there's some sugarcane and another cow. I don't see any sheep though still, and I mean, the sun is setting pretty quickly here. And I will get all of the chickens from this plains biome as well. I don't usually eat chicken, but I guess it'll be a first in this video. I don't know why, I guess I don't get it because it's like 3 hunger, but chicken is still a good source of food, so I think I've just been being picky. Oh yes, and there's actually some sheep over here. If we could use shears to get them, it would probably go a little bit further than just killing them. So let me try and melt some of that iron if we... yeah, we have enough time, I would say. We only need 2. And I did see 3 white sheep. I guess I don't see the 3rd one right now, but each sheep should give us at least 1, so we're going to be able to make a bed. Unless I was seeing things. Okay, now they're down here on this hill. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that sheep just gave us 3 wool. What the heck? That's kind of crazy. Let me get this last sheep still. Then can we make the bed? Yes, we can. I'm going to sleep through this night now. And while I was sleeping, we had 3 more iron melt, which means we could upgrade to a pickaxe, which is probably going to be the best thing to upgrade to at the moment. And then I might as well just wait for this last iron to melt just to have it done, because it's only going to take like 10 more seconds. You know, I don't know how to make a smoker for some reason. Oh wait, no, I do know how to make a smoker. I lied. Isn't it a... we need logs. I think it's a furnace surrounded by logs. So we could probably make that when it does come around to being the time where we need to get some food. Actually, I'll leave the sheep. Maybe we'll build with wool. But the cows are not going to be as lucky. Sorry about that, cow. I honestly forget where my base is. I think it's behind me, so this should be going back towards it. Well, I'll figure it out when I need to go back home. For now, I'm going to continue collecting stuff. And I think I'll make my way down into a cave to get... I don't know, it's a hard decision. But I think a diamond pickaxe is going to be worth it, because like I said, we're going to need so much stone. Or if we find like a desert temple, we could blow some stone up too. That could be worth it. I want to try to start building something by like day 10 or 20 in this video. I love building off the bat. I don't like waiting too long. I just think it's more fun when you can get straight into it. Oh, I did go into a cave and I just found some diamonds right here. I gotta use my iron pickaxe, oops. And by the way, I should put a little disclaimer, or more so of just a mention of it. I'm not gonna go for enchants, I think. So this diamond pickaxe is as far as we're going to go. I just figured I should say that because my last video was about like not rushing really good tools quickly, and we're gonna get like a diamond pickaxe in the first 10 days. But it's purely to be able to build faster and just have more time to be able to do building and stuff like that, instead of just like me having to go mine. Because I mean, the difference between iron and a diamond pickaxe is pretty substantial. And of course I could get enchanted, but I actually don't really want to go through the effort of doing that in the first place. So the plain diamond has always done me very well. It's always a great choice when I'm trying to build early on in the video. Is that the only diamond up here? And did I just see more behind me somewhere? I don't know. Now I'm confused. Oh wait, there's two more right here. I don't have like any health. Well, not health, I mean armor. We're going to lose our health very quickly. Could we block ourselves in? Something like that. And I think it would be beneficial if I go ahead and melt up some of my iron, and then we can go ahead and try to make a smoker to melt up all of this food. So if we do get in a tricky situation... Oh no, I don't have logs, okay. Well, we'll just use a normal furnace instead of a smoker. That's what I usually do. We will have to split our coal. Oh, there's like multiple patches of iron back here too in this cave I'm melting my stuff in. So let me get all of this and bring it back. And we can probably get some full iron to be able to survive in case something sneaks up on us again. And I've got 16 extra. I did find a raw iron block, so that's obviously like 9, so that was a big chunk, but 16 extra in that short amount of time is pretty good. We can go ahead and make some pants to start. And we got 4 more, which means we could probably go ahead and make some boots, a helmet, and then we should be able to craft a chest plate. And we can take all of our meat out and break these furnaces, because we're actually out of coal anyway. That will be very helpful in making sure I can actually go get the diamonds I want to get. So let me try to do that now, I guess. Oh my gosh, there's multiple skeletons and zombies. Oh, I'm actually getting pretty low. This is very close to dying. What is going on? Oh my gosh, what is this fight that I'm in right now? This is so stupid. Okay, well, at least I didn't die so you guys get to see that. Somebody gets to experience that with me. Let me make a new iron sword. Then... Oh, it's right here outside my door. Okay. Well, the skeleton's gone. There's more skeletons. I should make a shield, honestly. That would probably be a lot more safe than it is currently. Is there a second creeper? I guess not, but I swear I saw a second one a second ago. Let me get the diamonds while I can. What kind of vein is this too? Looks like at least a 4 vein, okay. Hopefully more than that though. I'm not trying to be greedy, but just 4. Let me mine around to triple check. Are there any diamonds hiding? Okay, no, that's it. Ooh, there's a mine shaft over there, I think. Mine shafts are usually pretty good for finding diamonds, I think. And I just said I think twice, it's okay. Oh, 3 diamonds. Let me get this. And then all this total will put us at how many diamonds? Well, I can't look yet because this vein was huge. 11. I kind of just want enough for a full set of tools, which would be 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 would be a full set. So we do technically have enough, but we're definitely going to go through more than one pickaxe, so getting a couple extra would also be beneficial so we don't have to come down here again later. Which also probably means I'd want way more iron. Iron is easier to find than diamonds, though. So diamonds are definitely the priority. I think I'm going to avoid the cave spiders. Oh, never mind, too late. I'm going to run the opposite direction now. There's a huge mine shaft. I see more diamonds above me, so I would rather honestly have diamonds. So I'm going to go up that way first. I also want to get some tough, so I don't know if I should do that now or later. Why is there a creeper next to me? I feel like I did not see that creeping up on me. And where was that diamond? Oh, right here. And it's 3. What? I thought I only saw 1. Oh my gosh, it's literally a vein of 8. Why did I get so lucky with diamonds in this video? That is definitely going to be enough. 19. I'm going to empty my inventory a little bit and try to get some tough because it's one of the blocks I wanted to build with. And if we're already all the way down here, I think I might as well get like a stack or 2. So let me do that very quickly. Oh, I might get some deep slate as well. And the creeper can help me get some. In reality, I think that creeper blew up like 2 tough. So it did not help me at all. Probably lost time letting it explode. And that was the last block I needed. Now we have 4 stacks of cobble deep slate and 4 stacks of tuff, which should be more than enough to make a start when I end up getting up to my base. It did take a while, but you know, I figured it was worth it, and I think it was. Just gotta find a way to the surface now. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna be. I might just stack straight up, because that's usually the easiest way to go about it. Oh my gosh, I almost just got blown up. Let me get my cobbles to my inventory too, so we can use that. The creeper, you can explode if you want. Thank you. And let me go get my single deep slate. I don't want to lose it. I did actually find a vein of coal, and I'm out of coal, so I might actually go ahead and mine this really quickly too. And we are back to the building location, so why don't we just go ahead and get started on the build now. I'm kind of excited. I just don't know exactly where I'm going to start it either, so I'll have to decide on that. There's also a wandering trader up here already. What the heck? I mean, we might as well check it for fun. Nothing useful that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise in there, but I want to build it kind of close to this jungle area, but I also want to leave enough room. So I think chopping down these 4 trees to open up some more space so I can be able to tell a little bit better of where I want to start what would help me. And I could most likely place down a chest because my inventory is very full. Then we could empty it so we have plenty more room to start building stuff too. Gonna make a double chest. And then in here we can just put a bunch of this random stuff that we just don't need right now. We can also melt the rest of my beef. We can put away a golden apple, a sugarcane chicken, a fire charge. Probably should keep my bed though. Alright, perfect. Let's put away some of the extra stone too. And then we're about to get some extra wood, which I do need because we have 1 single log left. And now with these 4 trees removed, do we need to remove anything else to see a bit better as well? This bush could probably be moved out of the way. And then, I mean, a couple of the trees in this area I think would be fine to get rid of as well. My axe did just break while I was clearing some of this away, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to a diamond one now. And then, let me kind of get back here. Also, wait, I need to cut this down. Oops. I need this to start decaying as well. And if I get on top of this tree, I should be able to look and see... I think I could build it on that 3rd layer, like right here. I just want to remove this layer of grass to make it just a tiny bit more flat, so we have an area to start building on in the first place. So that would be this layer starting right here, okay. I do only have a stone shovel, so this is going to take a while to mine all this down. Let's get this for the leaf start decaying too. But this is a tiny patch of grass. So, I mean, it's not going to take that long. And obviously, the stone shovel will break soon, then we can upgrade to a diamond one, too. It's only a matter of time. How much durability do stone shovels have max? 131? 131 blocks. That's like just about 2 stacks, I think, yeah. My stone shovel is gone, which means we upgrade to the diamond one, like I said. Which has, let's see the durability difference for fun as well. 1500? That is pretty crazy. So if I did want to start building the structure, the temple I wanted to make, I kind of have to start with an outline of blocks, which is going to be complicated because I don't know what kind of shape I want. So we might have to literally break all of this, which means I should probably only place 1 layer right here too. I think I want to have them be 2 tall on each different layer. So something like this. I think this is a good spot I'm building it so far as well. And then let me check my gradient real quick. Yeah, so I want to use the tuff next. Let me see. Let me bring this across as well. We're obviously going to have to expand the dirt a little bit too. We did break some, but we're going to have to bring this out and make it look natural at some point. I'm going to more so focus on the shape, so I'm going to ignore that for the time being. And then we probably want a 3-wide platform before we go up another block, right? I'm placing so many blocks, dude. If I have to remove all of this, it's going to take so long already. So yeah, 3 more blocks would be right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we would go up 2 more. Right? I mean, just something like this. And then let me bring that all the way to the other side. And the idea is we'll have like this big gradient of a bunch of random stone blocks as the temple, which will hopefully look cool. I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm assuming it will. And I think this is a good size to build it on. But again, gonna have to just see. Yeah, I really have to build this all the way to the edge if I want to be able to tell. And then can I count how wide this is? So we have 3 blocks. That is where this starts. Then obviously this will go around again. So from the 3, there's going to be 1, 2. Wait, so I think this is the middle right now, which would mean we want to bring this 1 more out like that. Then it would curve around. Then can we expand this to... We have 1 more block. Okay, good. So 1, 2, 3. And then let me count 1 more time just to double check. Well, I cannot jump up here. Okay, there's a vine on the block. Okay, so this should be the center. So if we want a 3-wide staircase, this is where it will start. I just started so bad there. Can you make tough stairs? You can make tough stairs. Cool. So how do we kind of do that then? So this is... Oh, wait. I just broke in the middle. Oh, my gosh. What am I doing? Okay, it is right now. That's 18 blocks. So we just... Hopefully I won't break it again. It is 100% even. And we should probably make this a stair here. Bring it down 1 block. I think that's gonna be what looks the best. And then this would obviously be 3 blocks wide once again. And then we'd have the next block, which what is it gonna be? I don't know if I've decided 100%, honestly. Maybe cobblestone. We might need more blocks though. I don't know. Hopefully this looks good. Could you imagine if I have to break this whole thing? That is gonna be bad. I mean, we're gonna start building somewhere else if I have to keep this or break it. Yeah, break it is what I meant to say. Okay, how is the temple looking? Hopefully it's not bad. We're gonna go test it. And then these 3 blocks will be cobble deep slate stairs. So we can actually go ahead and make those right now to continue the build. So we just need 1 set of those stairs. Oh no, we need 2 sets of the stairs, sorry. Let's craft another one then. We could also use a different type of block for a stair, so it kind of doesn't blend in as well. For now, I'm fine with it blending because we're like in the testing phases, but when we're actually trying to make it look as good as possible, it might be the type of thing we kind of want to look in and see is this something we can change to make it look better. I don't think that's proper English, but okay. I actually think that does look really good so far. I mean, we're going to add in a bunch of decorations too, so yeah. I think we continue this design. Can we even finish this first layer with the blocks we have? I'm going to try. I just think having a gradient that slowly goes up, like with well, not 3 blocks at a time. I mean, how much is this? 1, 2, like technically 4 visible blocks at a time. I think it's going to look so cool when the full thing is finished. But I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that is building it. So let's continue with that. I don't know how long this is going to be on this side, so we're just going to skip it for now, honestly. But we can go up here and do this 3 by whatever platform to continue finishing the general shape. Oh yeah, and of course down here to round it out, let's go ahead and place this in. Just like 4 blocks down, easy. Only 47 cobble deep slate left, which is surprisingly enough to finish at least the very front of the temple, right? I don't think there's anything else we have to add in. Ignoring the decorations we might add. Yeah, the base is finished. I'm gonna start thinking too what we can add as the stairs, because I think it will look better if it's a different block. I just don't know what block to make it. I don't know, just something that goes with... What will go with like a full gradient of gray? Like what type of stair? I just honestly can't think of anything right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make this 5 wide. We have room to build the next floor in its entirety. Well, not its entirety, but the front side of it. And we need to go like 3 blocks over to meet these 2 things up? Yes, okay. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 on all these sides, making 3 blocks total. And then yeah, these sides are mirrored, so we're ready to place the next block, which I think is going to be cobblestone. I could have a quick test to see if that does look best. I guess it depends too, how quickly is this all going to go up? I don't know, the cobblestone doesn't look too great. It might take some thinking. Let me go on my tree and view it from a little further away. That might be a better way to look at it. I mean, it's also night, but I don't think it looks terrible still. And I don't know, what other blocks are gray that would fit here? I'm gonna have to open up a gray gradient list. So if I want to continue building that and kind of test and see if that's the route I want to go down, just the cobblestone above it, I'm gonna have to get a lot more of that to go ahead and place to be able to see it. So I'm gonna start mining some of that now. I think I revised the gradient a little bit. I had some help from... I did have some help revising my gradient from my partner, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to change this first wall out to something more like polished deep slate, probably. I think it's gonna look better. I just want to have it be more subtle, and I think I was already off to like a really harsh start, so if I do replace all this, it should help. It just is gonna take a second to break it all, which is unfortunate. So I probably won't break all of it this second. And then the second layer will hopefully be changed to normal deep slate. How do you get normal deep slate though? I'm gonna have to look that up. We might need silk touch. Okay, it looks like we have to melt in a furnace, so it would be a lot easier if we just go ahead and probably get silk touch pickaxe. But that is also really hard in itself, so I guess for now we're just gonna melt it. And we're gonna need a lot more deep slate if both these layers are gonna be using it, so I might have to go underground then pretty soon. I can probably build more of the base. I'm also trying to decide if I should build a 3 high or not. So maybe I should focus on the first layer first. That way I can kind of more easily actually pick how I want it to turn out. Because I don't know if I want like rims and like accents of wood to kind of make it look a little bit more interesting. Because I feel like right now it might look plain. So let me get some of my deep slate from this other side. And then let's start seeing what I might be able to do about it. And if it does kind of need to be 3 high. I feel like if I do want to make accents of wood, we're gonna need spruce no matter what for the stairs and slabs and trapdoors. Because I think barrels and like oak look good enough on their own, but then I just don't think anything's gonna match except like the spruce with these darker colors. So maybe I should go try to find some spruce trees. I think I might try and do that soon. I'm gonna finish the front of this though for now, just on this first layer. Because I like how big it is. The shape is definitely fine so far. I just don't know if I want to be taller. So it'll be a tricky decision, but I'm gonna continue trying to pick. And I don't know, should it be full stone or should I mix wood in? I don't know yet too. But either way, spruce would be nice to have, for especially all the other stuff I build. I just don't know, where is the closest tiger gonna be? It might be super far away. I guess we could try first to build without it. Can I make some barrels then? Let's just use all of or jungle wood for that. There we go, 22, not a crazy amount. And do I have oak wood? I do not. I kind of need the logs at the moment. So let me chop down some of the oak trees, which should be, I mean, there should be a good amount around here, but I can't find any for some reason. So I might have to go across the pond or the river right here. I just have a feeling wood is not going to look good on this. So I think I might just do texturing like inside the walls with like stairs and the wall blocks that do exist within all of these like actual block types. But I'm going to try and just see if, so if we place something right here on the side and remove these bushes so that decays. I mean, yeah, like, what stair do we even go to from that? Because oak is going to be so much lighter, and I think it's just already going to look bad. But yeah, let me try. I mean, yeah, that's like 3 swaps of shade. And I'm not trying to do a gradient for my staircase right here. What if we just spam, like, straight oak slabs and we don't even have a stair? Which might look worse. I mean, actually, that wouldn't be terrible if we really did need, like, some sort of stairway or extra thing right there. We got, like, fence on the cliff right on this side. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be fine if we wanted to do that. And then what if I wanted to do like a design that's too tall but it uses the like actual stair blocks, if that makes sense. Let me get some more of this so we can test it then. We're gonna need some stairs probably. Then we can place a crafting table and we need to make the polished deep slate and then polished deep slate stairs. 4 is gonna be good enough for this test. Oh, and we have polished deep slate walls, cool. So if we want to add in texture, I guess like right here would probably be a good place to start. What if we have up and down stairs? Oh, so why can't I pick these up? There we go. And then we could have a block in between that has a wall maybe. Then like that could just technically repeat itself. I'm gonna have to get more cobble deep slate to test though and see if that is something I'd want to do. Okay, hopefully that's gonna be enough. I mean, I really don't need a lot. I need another set of stairs, I believe. Okay, we do have enough for that. Then let's place more on this wall. And then does this look good? The moment of truth. Also, so people were telling me to use a stone cutter, so I have to try that because apparently you can save blocks. Let me climb up my tree actually so I can see it and have a little bit of an aerial view. Yeah, I think the right side is gonna look fine to add in some extra depth and stuff. I like that. So I think we can keep it too high. Hopefully I don't end up regretting that, but I can still change it. I am gonna need a bunch more blocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and go gather those now. We need a lot of deep slate. And what else was it? I mean, just a bunch of stone in general. I'm gonna be using 3 types of stone, I think. Or 2 types. Well, it has been quite a while. The first thing I want to do since I'm back is get some beef melting. Or did I melt all my beef? I guess I did. We have chicken though still. And then I probably want to mine some jungle wood so I can get more charcoal because I did not find much coal in the cave. But I ended up getting a bunch of deep slate and some tuff. I broke my pickaxe and I made a new one. And I figured it would be better just not to include it because it was a lot of mining. And obviously that would have been pretty boring. But now I can get some jungle wood if I go to the top of this tree. And like I said, we can use that for charcoal so we can melt up all of this deep slate that we got. Because right now it's cobble deep slate and we have to melt it into regular deep slate. Since I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, and that is the next best way to do it. 22 charcoal will definitely be a lot, so I'm going to melt that for now, and I can get more, of course, too. We're just going to need a couple pieces of coal to do that. And then if we just take a couple pieces of coal once again, we can start melting at least one stack of this deep slate stuff. And then hopefully we can just craft up more of the polished deep slate. We can continue placing it on this bottom layer. So let me do that, which will once again use up a bunch of my pickaxe durability. So we're already on pickaxe number 2. I'm gonna have to see how many I use this video. I mean, this temple shouldn't take too long to finish, so we probably won't use that much in reality. Once I get all these random blocks fixed, the temple's actually pretty close to being complete. I mean, if we ignore having to add decorations and stuff. So let's check my furnaces. I need my stuff from here right now. So we have 4 charcoal. We have 17 coal there, 22 charcoal here. And then we actually need more coal in this furnace for the deep slate, okay? I want to get my deep slate out though. And I want to place it on this wall right here, because this second layer was actually going to be replaced from tough to deep slate, just in a certain formation. And then these corners, we can have it upright, so it adds some more texture, and then it kind of also solves the issue of having to decide which way do we place it if it's like we're using it specifically the top half. So yeah, it solves that issue and it looks better, so that is what I'm doing with that. Just gotta continue breaking this, and then we can probably start making the next wall up. I need some dirt to have block to place it on from here though. I guess we can do the top row. I mean, honestly, we can wait to do that. I think I need to get more charcoal first is the main problem. I put a little bit of junk wood in there, so I'm going to run away a little bit further while it melts, and I'm going to get a lot more, so we can have like a stack of charcoal. Then I can mount a couple stacks of this deep slate. We can just get that second platform finished. And after that, it's only going to get way easier, because the further we go up, the less blocks we need in general, because the layers are getting smaller and smaller. That's why I got a bunch of deep slate, because we have 2 deep slate layers, and then they're also the 2 biggest layers of the entire building. So that's what we're going to need the most of by far. I've been melting this stuff for a while now. Okay, it doesn't like most of it is done. Good. Do we need more? We do need more coal in most of these. Okay, let me put in charcoal in this one. And then I gotta continue with this top layer, so that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to replace the stairs after. I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, I just want to get the main structure finished first. I guess we can just place moss here to place it off of for now, and then we can remove the moss. Because I don't know if we're going to use moss somewhere, but I'm sure we will, because it's a good block. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. It's also really easy to get. And I guess this top layer, I would do the top side of the deep slate too. I don't know what else I would do. But then maybe we could swap in just in a normal deep slate, so we can save on some smelting. So there's like 3 different blocks right here, but maybe I'll make it look better, so I don't really care. And like I said, it'll save me some blocks, so I'm going to go down that route, I think, for sure. And I'm going to place this down a line just to finish what I've placed so far. We can't place it under because like the moss isn't there or whatever, which is fine by me. But do we have more moss? Oh, okay, we do have more moss. Let me place it in then. I don't know where I'm going to put at the top of this either. I guess we'll get to that point when we get there. But I'm going to make a hoe. Actually, I don't want to make a diamond one if we don't have any stuff on us. So I'll just break this for now with my hand. And then I can use that as scaffolding on the other side again. So I can actually go do that now so we can continue placing it down this line. Alright. Well, actually, this one's extended, so yeah, let's do that too. And then this side should basically be done as well. I think I was placing the top half of the deep slate once again on this block, though, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think I was. And then the middle, or the last block it was just normal cobbled deep slate. So I can start that from this end and place it all the way down. And then the second layer is basically almost done. So it's only going to continue getting easier and easier from this point on. And then the final touch is just placing in that last middle layer of the upright deep slate. And perfect. Well, I did gather a couple more blocks off camera just a second ago. I'm melting a bunch of stuff in my furnace as well, but I think we definitely need to melt some more charcoal. And even more than what I just put in there, but I'm out at the moment. And we definitely want more cobblestone. So we're gonna make sure I'm melting as much of that as possible. And honestly, before we even start building again, I should probably just collect more wood. Because I think the next level we're building is going to be stone, but I would have to double check that. Okay, it is stone, so I mean, we have to wait for that to melt anyway. I guess we have 28 if we want to go place it a little bit and test it. Or I can kind of just see more so how it's coming along so far as well. I think good. I mean, this is just one part of the build. I want to get this temple over with so we can start building the other stuff. But then again, it has not been that long at all, so I can afford to spend quite a bit more time on this, I think. But the structure is coming along very nicely. There it is. And here is what the grading is looking like. And obviously, I still need to go through after and add in some more blocks stretching up and down throughout it from the previous and the grading that comes after it. And then we have to add in the stairs and more detailing like we have over there. So it's far from done. I'm just focusing on the outline. And there we go, 28 more jungle logs. Still probably not enough for all the cobblestone we're gonna need to melt, but it's definitely gonna be a good start to it. How much stone do we have now? Okay, only 35, but I can continue placing that up here. And I bet I can make this first full loop or whatever. It looks like the tough layer isn't done. I didn't even know that. Oops. Let me finish that as well. Then we need the 3-block wide platform. There we go. Alright, now if I get some stairs I can place in these stairs right here. I've continued this little design down. But I do not have enough stone to make stairs in the first place. But above the stone layer is going to be the last layer, which will be andesite. So let me start placing that in too. And then we can get the full shape of this built, and we can start connecting it all the way around so it's not just like a floating wall, which would of course help with the look a lot. Also, I just completely put this in the wrong spot. I kind of forgot about the platform. So let me break all of this. Well, I had a good more stone anyway, so I went ahead and got some stairs so we can finish that part. And then, like I said, we just need to make this 3 wide on both of these sides. So yeah, just like that is how it will be. And then this will be the last corner. So we can start building it from there. Yeah, just too high once again. Looks like we have just enough room to bring this to the left. And then we can bring it all the way to the right while we wait for the stone to melt. Because we do not have a platform in front of us right now either. Oh yeah, then this will be 3 blocks as well. I might wait for the stoner to get some more. Because I want to mess up the placement here. So having the platform will kind of confirm that I'm doing it right. Only 10 more, it's not a crazy amount, but it's enough to at least make this 3x3 over here again. Oh yeah, okay, so this has to come over 1 more block then. And perfect. So we will have yet again the staircase right here with the andesite stairs coming this way. And then if we could just craft those andesite stairs, we could actually place them in. I still need to try the stone cutter, but I don't even know how to make one, honestly. Will it show in my... No, it doesn't show in the pre-crafting recipes. And while we wait for that to actually melt up, why don't we do some more decorations on this bottom floor? If I could just empty out my inventory a little bit as well, it could help me build a little bit easier. And then the bottom layer is polished deep slate. So let's get some more polished deep slate walls and staircases. Yeah, I think 40 is going to be good enough for now. I am assuming we will need more. But if we just go ahead and go down this line. I don't know if I'll change the design in each layer or go with one design, but let me finish this on one side before we can just go back and see if this is going to look good enough. For at least this place or even the whole build for now. I'd say one of the negatives is that it kind of ends in a weird spot, like one away from the stairs. But then again, that's kind of a nice place to end it, to give the stairs a little bit more room and stick out. So yeah, let's keep it like that. And then if we start another one of these on this top layer, what would that be like? I guess we'll have to see if there's deep slate walls. I guess we could skip a floor. Are there tough staircases? Well, yeah, I guess we already have them, so of course there are. And then are there tough walls? There are tough walls, okay. Let's go ahead and then skip the layer and then go up here and see if we place them on the corner. And then we do 2 blocks. I'm just gonna see how this looks compared to the other ones. But the reason I have to skip the second layer is because it's just deep slate placed for the top to be showing. So if I place deep slate stairs, it's going to be a completely different color, so it's a little bit of an issue. But honestly, skipping a layer might make the design look a little bit better as well. So it might end up being completely fine. I'm going to go to my viewing tree and see what it looks like. But I've got to remember to fill these back up with some cobblestone. And we can fill them both with some more charcoal. Looks like we're going to need to get another tree too, so I could do that while I'm over here if I wanted to. And we also need some more food soon too, so maybe that's going to be the next thing we build, a farm of some sorts. And this is what it's looking like. I kind of did a little bit of a zoom in, but if you see that right side, honestly, I think this is pretty good. We might have to just think of a design we can do for the lair, because I don't know if skipping a lair is going to make any sense. But you know, actually what we could do is we could place in a bunch of barrels and campfires where it kind of looks like there's some like supplies left out. I've used that for the ground in some of the previous videos. It's a pretty common decoration that's placed in building as far as I've seen, so I think that would be a good thing to place in. Maybe I could try. We would need logs though, which I don't actually have. And while I'm over here already getting some wood for the charcoal, I'm gonna get a little bit extra so I can make those campfires too and start placing them down soon. Just for I'm able to see if that will kind of work for the second layer there to block the fact that we can't add depth to it while still keeping the color. I'm honestly kind of running out of jungle trees to chop down, so I think I'm going to go to the right over here where I'm not building and chop down maybe even like one of those 2x2 jungle trees, because that would surely give me enough to at least do the campfires and get some more charcoal for at least now. We're actually over 2 stacks of jungle wood now, so I'm going to head straight over to my furnace and place probably a full stack of this in there so we can get a stack of charcoal, which should be really helpful for getting the rest of the blocks that I do need. If I can make my way over, that is. Okay, and then do we have any stuff currently mounted? Alright, we had some stuff finished there. We have some stone. And we actually can afford to add in more cobblestone, but I guess we're actually out of cobblestone, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go get more of that. Then, yeah, this one can be for the jungle logs. I think a good spot of my cobblestone I've been mining just down in this cave right here, so I'll get to that for a little bit. Alright, a little bit of time has indeed passed. I had my girlfriend give me some more opinions on the build, and she did help me fix a lot more and come up with something that looked a little bit more like a temple. And I think overall it looks a lot better. It's just that it took me a long time and I didn't record any of it since you guys already watched me build it. And I did not want to build 2 temples in this video. There's a lot of work that needs left still. Like, there's not really decorations in the walls. And we need to, like, place some more decorations, some torches probably, some campfire type of things. Maybe the campfire is on this layer like I wanted to originally. Or yeah, it was this layer. But I think it definitely does look better, so I'm really happy with it. And the top in the entrance thing looks really cool. I don't know if I should have like the staircase on all 4 sides. I haven't decided that yet either. But at the bare minimum, we have to kind of fix these walls up. And in case anybody's keeping count, we are on our 3rd pickaxe now, because I did have to do a lot of mining because I basically changed the entire structure of this thing. I also just remembered forgot to remove these like 2 chiseled tufts, or chiseled deep slate, sorry, because that was from experimenting. And I was gonna go with the just regular polished deep slate. I don't actually know what I'm gonna put in these walls yet. Like, I could just do the like single back block like this, which I think would be fine. But I think it would actually be a really good opportunity to add in like some green or like some sort of colored wool to add in some color at the bottom. But I just don't know if that would actually match, so I'll have to think about that too. And for anyone curious, this is like kind of before and after angle that I showed a little bit earlier. So definitely less like square and flat. It looks a lot more like a temple, and I do think it looks way better. And I've got some blocks ready in my inventory because I kind of want to go through the sides now and bring all of this down so you can have it encasing the stairs just like this. And then we can copy that on the other side too, all the way up to our doorway. And then we're gonna have to kind of decide to where should we put, like, if we're gonna have walls in the stairs again, where the location is gonna be, because this is also indented a block now, so it kind of makes it a little more complicated as for like where to put what. So we could definitely look into relaying it out, whether it should be like a 3-block gap this time or something like that. I'd say let's try with, well, actually this layer, I don't know if we were gonna have it on this second one, right? So we could try the barrel strategy. And we do have the things to craft barrels this time and extra jungle wood still. So why don't we craft campfires? And then we got the barrels. And let's try, I guess, on this side right here. I don't know if it'll look better than having the regular things. I guess we're still kind of blocking all of the natural, like, deep set that's placed, which is what the stairs would be doing at the same time, right? So it might not even make sense to do something like this. But yeah, I do think it's worth a try at the very least. We could get some leaves as well. Did I melt my iron? I did not melt my iron yet. Or I melted some of it. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we have 23, okay. I want to get some leaves. So I think placing a couple of leaves throughout that second layer would also look pretty good. To add somewhat of a difference. So, I don't know, just like on top of this block 1, maybe here. 2 like on these spots, some on the side. I think something like that, yeah, that's what I was imagining at least. Again, I made yet some more tough walls and tough stairs. Could we try to experiment with this up here then? So we have this corner block, that's fine. What if we bring these out 1 more block each? Probably want to leave it in the corner though. And then could we bring it to the left side? Place like this thing of tough walls here. And then how much space do we have? We have enough to have a 2x2 for 2 stairs. So we could try placing that in. That was the original concept at least. So let's get those down. And as for this corner, I don't know. I didn't do much experimenting with this yet, but I wonder if we could relay this out at the bottom to have a shape that works a little bit better with the stairs. So let's go ahead and break this wall for now. And we can always place it back. This isn't any crazy edit for now. Then, alright, so this is the same corner, kind of like the other side, so... Also, I guess I threw most of my extra walls out, because we don't have any extra walls in the chest or slabs. I was trying to keep my inventory clean, but whatever. Just means I have to craft everything again, so probably not the wisest decision. We need the polished deep slate, which we craft like that. We need some more walls. Okay, now we should be good to test this. So, we could have the triple block here, just like the other side. I think it ends up looking fine, it's okay. And then if we want stairs, for example, we could have 2 there, and then does it match up to have it even all the way up to this other wall again, if that makes sense? So, yeah, something like that. And then, oh, that's definitely not even, okay. So where is the problem happening? I guess we place the walls here. And do we have the normal blocks? We do have polished deep slate, good. So the middle would be 3. I mean, I honestly feel like having one that's 3 wide right here is not going to be a big deal. So I might just actually go through with that. It kind of fixes the problem of it being uneven. I mean, yeah, that looks fine. I think it being a different shape than the top could arguably just add more to it than taking away from it or making it look weird too. So let's go through with that change and let's break these 3 blocks and kind of copy it over on this side and see as a whole how it is going to look. So we need the 2 blocks here. This block will be a pillar, and since we know what we're doing, it's going to go a little bit faster. We don't have to break as many blocks. This will be a part of the 3 wide one. This will be another wall, supposedly. And then this will be a 2 wide. Then we should just be able to have the 9 deep slate walls right through here. Okay. And then if we just fix up those stairs slowly, just like that. I think it is looking better, but I mean, let's step back and look. And just another mini update since we're working on it again. This is what it looks like. And I would say that looks fine, yeah. The deep slate layer up there kind of matches in. The triple wall does arguably maybe look weird. But I don't know. I think it's fine mostly. I mean, it makes it have more depth and more of a different shape at the end of the day, so I think for those reasons it is going to add more than it makes it look bad. Kind of make sure to keep my bridges lit up too. I can place some torches on these as well. I mean, I've had problems, but it also hasn't really rained so far. I feel like the rain is going to make it darker. I just don't want monsters spawning and blowing stuff up. I think I'm going to copy the this side right here to the other side so we can place in the campfires and stuff and kind of have these 2 sides finished. Because I think at this point, I don't have cobbled these on me, okay. I think at this point it's going to be helpful to start finishing stuff in this build before we can move on to the other ones. So that means we've got to, you know, put some work in here. 2, what was the gap in between these things? 1, 2, and then it jumps to being right here. You know, I kind of like that, yeah. Especially for not having stairs, it makes sense. Then right here and here, we'd have some more of these. Let's make sure we place a big amount on this side. Actually, I think this is going to be where a pillar goes. So we can place that in there. Then we can probably have a big stack just like that. And then some more campfires. I think we don't want to be too high though. I guess I'll wait and see. And then we probably want 1 more right here. Just like that. I think that's the bare minimum where it's not going to be too much or too little. And then can we go through and place some leaves? Of course we can. And perfect. Does that kind of match the other side? I think it definitely does, yes. The last thing to do would be to fix the tough layer, which we can kind of get started on since we have all this stuff in our inventory, I think. Which would begin by moving these blocks over 1 block each. And then we're going to have that kind of like triple thing with the walls again. And then of course the last thing we need are the tough stairs. Looks like we're not going to have enough to finish it completely. We're missing just a couple pieces. Let me craft some more tough stairs just for the sake of finishing it. We have plenty of tough in our chest. I've mined it quite a few times by now. I just got so much earlier. Do we also have more? Yeah, we have like a stack of dirt. Ooh, like 2 stacks. I want to bring this out a little bit more again, so we have more room to actually walk in the front of here. So, that should be okay for now. We're gonna have to wait for that grass to grow in, and that is perfect, yes. So the next thing I would do is probably the stone layer, but I think I've already been recording building this again for like 10 minutes at this point, so Let me do the stone row real quick and we'll see if that kind of matches up with the rest of the stuff. Alright, and I did finish the andesite up there by the top. I decided on a pattern for it and placed all the stairs in. And then I did also remove a couple of the barrels to make it so there's a little bit less of them. And I think next, I don't know what I'll work on, honestly. I think maybe even some coarse dirt at the very base could make it look better, possibly. Alright, then I can make some coarse dirt right now. 44 is probably good enough. I might try to make some sort of path. I don't know, honestly. I'm just going to do some experimenting. Because I want it to lead to wherever we're going to build the next structure. Which I don't actually know where that will be. So maybe I should decide that first. Well, as much as I want to make farms where we have food, I think actually we need to finish at least the base of the temple first before I even know like where I can build. Because, I mean, it's literally not done. So I don't really know like where we can place blocks, where we can't place blocks or whatever. So let's go ahead and finish the first floor. Even if we're not doing the designs, you know, we still gotta place the basin. But to be able to do this and know where it's gonna end, I feel like I actually have to do the top. From the top down would be the most easiest, I would think. So we need, what do we need? Andesite, we need stone, which we do have. Then we need the tuff, which we also have a lot of. So let's go start at the very top with the andesite we have. So to make sure this is even, I kind of want to go through here and break these to make sure we're at the same points. Is that really even? I don't know, just something about it doesn't seem right. Well, if it is correct, then that means we would bring the stone all the way over to this side right here. Then from there, we would bring this stone there down one more on the outsides. On this block, then we would also start the tuff, which would start by going over here and all the way around. I think we were indenting a block, but we can just break that for now. If we are indenting it, we can change it pretty easily again. Okay, so we have another layer right here. Oops, and let me make sure everything's looking even as well, because I don't want to have to break all of this again. Alright, and I did finish the deep slate layer, except for like the one block at the bottom that would block all of it in, which I'm fine with not finishing yet. Oh, and then this layer would be harder because I think we're actually finally ran out of deep slate. I got some more a little bit ago, but I mean, I had to use so much. And I melted a good amount of it. Looks like we have 22 left, which could be enough to start a little bit of the platformers I'm going to try to do. So can we bring this all the way over here? And I fell. Alright, through this way. And then this would be too wide, I believe. We do this one as well, though. Just the full blocks for now. We're obviously gonna have to break some of this if we're placing stairs. And how we have normal deep slate. That's what this is all gonna be. And it looks like I placed some common deep slate here for now, just to get it done with. So we can definitely remove that. And then let's place in the dirt so we can correctly place in the deep slate. I think all the way to there is gonna be good enough. And then where's the two thick wall start? Right here? No, right here it goes all the way down again, I think. And then this would be, if we're kind of curving it, this would be a blank, I think. And then, yeah, 1, 2, all the way down to the other side. We should have a corner block there then, I think. Let me get the normal melted deep slate. So if I'm understanding this correctly, we should be able to just go straight over here and place this against this wall. And perfect. Oh, yeah, then this one was originally like that. I don't know what did I do over here again? This block's actually wrong too. We can't fix it right now, that's fine. So we just replaced this with a wall block, which should be easy enough. And obviously all of this once again will be too wide. Oh wait, see, I think I did it wrong again though. Because this will be like this, and this is where the wide wall will start, I think. Do we have regular deep slate still? My inventory is such a mess. Okay, yeah, this is where this too wide wall is. The under part of this should be tough. I actually do have tough on me, so we can go through and place that down. Then this gets pushed out one block as well, which means we need one row right here and one row right here. And finally, the outline is finished. Mostly. And then we will have a path that leads over there then. So why don't we start something like that, which would be, I don't know, something like this, I guess. And then can we dent it in a block too eventually? So we would do that. This could all be like regular dirt, I think. And then we, of course, want to bring it in like this. And I think 2 wide is already going to be wide enough, but we might have to do a little wider because the course dirt is holding in the grass from spreading. So, like if we just ended off right here for now and place in regular dirt on the middle, which will give a really nice texture. I love how the dirt and coarse dirt look next to each other, and then yeah, something like that, which I think will look more natural as we bring it over all the way to the side. And how is it raining again? What the heck? I need a lot more dirt. We only have one stack. I mean, I'll use this for now, but I wanted to bring all this up to the even level over here, so we kind of have to start doing that. Just from finishing up the front a bit, we're already like, I've used like 20% of our dirt. And then this tree definitely has to move out the way, because I want to have this go like straight over this way. And there we go. Just connecting us up to this other side right here. And then all of this would actually be filled in. Have I been using coarse dirt? Okay, I haven't. Good. We'll keep that in our inventory. Oh, there's a creeper as well. What the heck? I don't want them to explode my base. Let me use my axe, and then we'll run away after one crit. I'm so low on food, so we really need these farms, but I want to take my time building them too. Okay, creeper's gone, and let's fill all of this. I'm gonna need to get more dirt though, because I'm now out. And I don't want to ruin the terrain around here, because I want the terrain to be a little bit different. So we're gonna leave it as varied as we can keep it. So we'll just go ahead and go steal dirt from somewhere over this way that won't really ever be in our field of view, so we won't miss it. I should probably also empty my inventory. So I collected quite a bit of dirt, but I also want to collect some leaves because I was going to think about using those for the water area, and I also would actually need some water buckets for the infinite water sources. We only need 2, but I'm going to grab 4 just to make it a little bit easier. Hopefully we can plant on some of the sugarcane as well. Maybe we'll use some sand to plant stuff on. I don't know. Let's get it, because why not? Doesn't take me very long, and it gives us another option of a block to use, so I would say that's a win in every single case. And I'm gonna try to get jungle leaves, I think, for my preference, but I don't know, they honestly kind of look the exact same. I mean, those are oak leaves, and then these are jungle leaves, so yeah, it's hard to even see how they look different sometimes. Let me go to the top of this tree. I think collecting trees from the top is always easier because you can just run around on top of them. Especially in like dark oak forest, it's really easy because all the trees are like the exact same height. In jungles, there is a pretty good height variation, but still, I mean, we can jump straight over to this tree in this jungle, so. And then, I mean, 2 trees is enough leaves for us for a while. We're gonna have like 3 stacks here. Let me craft another pair of shears and get like 1 more stack finished. Then we can also use the shears one building, so it's nice to have some on us either way, and that should be good enough. We can actually fall into a 3rd tree, so I mean 39, 48, okay, perfect. I think that's more than enough. Oh, you know, I wonder if we can get more. Wait, I didn't realize I was behind my base already. What the heck? I thought I had to run further for it. Was that griefing my land? Okay, no, it wasn't. I kind of want more gravel, but the courser will do for now. I want to place the courser on the very bottom of the farms. Ooh, and we're completely out of food now. I guess we're just gonna. No, we need something to eat, so I gotta go find something. Alright, there's more melons back here I didn't get earlier, which will help us continue to hold off for now. It's not perfect though. We're not the best food source. And we have 35. Definitely not terrible, and that's gonna help us. And I got like, well, I thought I got chicken, but never mind. I don't know where the chicken went. I only picked up the feathers. Oh, and yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself. Wait, I haven't even finished filling in this big thing with dirt yet. Forgot how to do that still. Let me start by expanding this a little bit. I'll remove this bush as well, because I kind of want to expand it more this way. And these blocks. A couple on this side too, and that should be good enough. There we go. So then we'll finish all of these. And then the front side, we want it to kind of taper off, of course. We don't want to just fall off a cliff. So we kind of have to fix this because it's a little bit unnatural at the moment. I think that looks presentable. And there we go. So I want to build at least like 5 blocks away from here, probably something like that. And then I think this could be an okay area to start it in. I think so. So let's just try mining a pathway, placing coarse dirt on the bottom right here. I don't know, you probably will barely be able to even see this. Then the idea was to kind of have a can we have barrels, honestly? Oh, yes, that looks awesome. Barrel. Oh, we're out of barrels. Barrels cost so much money to make. Oh, not money, but materials. They're expensive. We definitely do not have enough materials to craft any substantial amount, so we're gonna have to craft just a couple and then go get more wood. I want to get this prototype of this thing built so we can see if it's the design I want to go with. 1, 2, 3. And then how far does the water reach? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we could have 1, 2, and then is that where the yeah, we could have more barrels go here and then more water. Assuming that it looks good. We want to keep this strategy. So let me just bring this all the way to the back for now, just for the sake of placing this in and seeing if we want to continue going with this. Then do I want some kind of block in the front? We could have more barrels, or we could have a row of just normal wood to, you know, change it up a little bit. And yeah, the normal wood looks good, I think. And then the plan here would be, can we place an infinite water source? Yes, we can. And then hopefully this will look good. Can we place the leaves inside it? Looks like that's working fine. Yeah, then you can't fall in. Well, I like the look it gives off, but I'm almost wondering if slabs would do it more justice. We can test out slabs on this side, I think. We make like 3 barrels with these materials as well, just for the sake of finishing this side. 3, that is exactly how many we need. Perfect. Oh yeah, and then we should probably block this off with the wood on this side too, if we're gonna go with that. Okay, and then that is mirrored on both sides. We can place down yet another infinite water source, and then fill up all 4 of our buckets once again. Then all we'll need is 1 to continue it, since it is already infinite. Then for this side, what if we place in... what other blocks are there? I can mainly only think of like... trapdoors... I don't know. That won't really block you from falling in though, so there wouldn't... it wouldn't... yeah, I mean, it wouldn't really do much. Slabs are probably gonna be one that's a decent idea. I think the color could be kind of off, but it's not as big of a fall, and you know, it isn't crazy if you do end up falling in. But let me see if that's gonna look okay. And could we get an iron hoe? Yes, we can. And just for the sake of getting some seeds down, can we plant them in the middle of this? Okay. And finally, we do have some seeds growing. Okay, well, we just need 3 layers of stairs to kind of mark out where this other stair is going to be, because I want to start... oh, wait, we have to find the middle. Anyways, I want to start making a little bit of some changes to this farm, because I wasn't happy with it already. I want to change some stuff. Is that where the farm is going to be? Or not the farm, sorry, the staircase. Yes, I think so. Because yeah, we have 3 of those things like that. Perfect. Then we need like probably 2 blocks of room. Then yeah, I think it's just too flat, honestly. So I think the best way to go about this would be, should we mine it all down 1 more block? I think we should. And I know that's kind of, you know, stupid because we just did the opposite, but yeah, that's what building's about. I'm trying to make better builds, which involves changing your mind and switching stuff up. And I'll get better with time at just eyeing in, knowing what is going to look good. But right now I definitely suck at that. Oh, my inventory is so full, but I definitely want to be picking up all this dirt, so I guess I have to go put away a couple items in a second, because I want to continue this path a little bit. Let's continue shaving some of this off. Alright, and that should be fine. And now I will go empty my inventory a little bit. I've gotten rid of 2 trees, and I am continuing to remove this big chunk of dirt, but of course it's going to take a while, so I'm going to continue doing that until, you know, I succeed at it. And then this big chunk here we probably want to remove too, or at least some of it. And then this, I guess, can be a little bit of a mountain right here, but I think it's just a little bit in the way at the moment, this chunk at least. So I will remove it for that reason. We have so much left to mine, oh my goodness. The good news is though, is I'm going to have more than enough dirt for anything that I need to do. I mean, we have a lot. I mean, we already have a lot, yeah, and I still have so much left I gotta mine out in this place. I think we're gonna need a designated dirt chest, so what if I just put it in this barrel? Hopefully I don't forget, but I feel like I could just lay it in there for now. And some more seeds are gonna be growing by the time we have to remove this whole thing, so overall, we're gonna make some profit, which is a good thing. This planting the seeds more useless. Can I go ahead and remove this? That is what I'm doing, perfect. Then we gotta go through and remove the slabs. Probably gotta remove these 2 trees as well, so let me get into that. But I'm making some real progress on mining all this stuff out. I will show you guys. I just have to remove these trees and these 2 bushes first. Alright, and here is the progress. I mean, I'm probably just gonna leave the mountain there, I think. And as for this stuff, but we could just take this out and then kind of connect up these 2 sides to make it less abrupt. So that would look something like that. And then making less abrupt, we would just bring this over here just like that. There we go. Yes, that is what I was going for. Actually, let's leave that tree as well. This is probably gonna make it look better if we have more variety of things. These leaves are probably gonna be hard to remove too. I think the best way to do it is to, yeah, break the leaf and then place a dirt. Then we'll just have to remove all the dirt after. But that way the water is gonna go everywhere. Guess we could pick up with a bucket too. But, you know, either way, it was gonna take some amount of time probably. Oh, wait, I think I've been messing this up a little bit. Because this should be water most likely, or it's going to be. Maybe make these a little bit taller. I mean, I didn't really mess anything up that bad. We still have made a bunch of progress. I just have to think about what is going to be where on this thing now. We can beef this up a little bit as well. Having more room for a path, though, is going to be beneficial for us. Okay. But, like, do we bring this way then? Because we need to hold... There's going to be water, and we have to hold the water in. So, I don't know. It's like, is it going to make sense if we do that? I don't know. It's so difficult to pick something. And we could have these waterways be like probably like 3 blocks wide, honestly. I don't see a problem with that. So we could have water start right here. Let's just remove our coarse dirt for now, because I don't know what I'm going to have down here. We probably could have coarse dirt if we wanted, but for now, let's just do this plain stuff. And if we block this off... Actually, let's not make an infinite water source. I was going to say we could. Oh, stuff can't grow because I took away the water. It's okay. So I guess I kind of need to pick something then. For the bridge, we're going to have bridges across. I have trapdoors, I think. So we could start that. I guess I'll need a lot more trapdoors if I want to make those. How many does that make? 12? Okay. We can make 1 single bridge. If that. Yeah, I don't even think we have enough for 1 bridge. Trapdoors are so expensive for like no reason. Okay, there we go. And then we want this farm right here to be, I think we need more regular oak logs, which I don't think we have. Ooh, I do have some. This can be 3 blocks away, so whatever, we're breaking our seeds, it's okay. So that we're gonna have the 3 wide water, like I said. We could make a little corner right here to make it have some more depth with the water. And then this is where it would start, right? Yes. Just bear with me here, guys. This is a very unique farm setup, because I'm using a reference. I would say 3 blocks in the middle is probably fine, but let's start with 1 corner. And then how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say we can move this bridge. I'd say 9 is enough. Alright, and then 5 wide. So let's 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess that'd be 3 wide. We probably want more than 3 wide, right? Because we could have like 4 blocks. I'd say making even is going to be beneficial though. For looks. And is this like a good size in general? It looks a lot like a default Minecraft farm I know, but wait. We're going to do the most important step next. Then we need some sort of filler block down here, so why not just place dirt we have? We have so much of it. And then this will actually go up another block, just like this. So all of this is going to be filled in with dirt again. Follow with me here. And then these will be, yeah, logs like this. Kind of bracing in the farm, holding it all together. I guess right here we could actually have like 2 stairs so you can get up easier, but other than that, all this will be the barrels. I don't think we have enough barrels to finish this. Oh, we got really close though. And then where would the next one be? 1, 2, 3. We would have another something here. So we can block this off a little bit for now. Can we have a block, okay? Yeah, there we go. So let's just put this here as a placeholder. Yeah, and I guess if this is going to be land, we could just have some normal grass. I don't know if this will be more farms behind us, but yeah, we can just block this off once again, like that. And then let's place in the infinite water and see, did I just waste my time or did we strike gold? This is going to be a good design to use. I also need to make more barrels, which is going to be really easy because I got a bunch of jungle wood. I just need the inventory space for it, which I do not have at the moment. But I should get more of it once we craft barrels. Okay, 21 barrels. And we can't craft any more. I don't know what I'm missing. But 21 is definitely enough to finish these at least, so we can have a finished product, except for the oak wood, which I'll have to get. Oh my gosh, this looks awful. I stink at building, oh my goodness. This is not what it is supposed to look like, oh my gosh. We're gonna have to go start back at square one. I feel bad for wasting so much time, but oh my gosh, how did I even make this? I cannot put this in my build. Maybe if we make the waterway smaller? I don't know. I honestly don't know how we're supposed to fix it. I mean, that's how I'm gonna start, by trying. I think the logs too, it looks like a raft. So, I don't know. We need a new design, I would say, for sure. Let me go get more oak logs. Finding oak wood does unfortunately take, like, extra long. But, I think if we go back to oak forest, it'd probably be faster, honestly. So let me do that and just get a couple stacks. I think I have a design in mind that'll be a lot better than that barrel thing I was making. Okay, so I guess my idea was to have maybe barrels on the sides only and then the logs going through the middle. But I think the problem with this thing is it sticks out a block, which seemed like it would have been a good thing, but I think it's actually a negative thing in this case. Oh, I think my diamond shovel just broke too. We gotta make another one of those. I'm definitely running out of diamonds quickly though, but I still have plenty enough to make myself a new shovel because it lasted me so long anyway. We can also make this special log variant. Oh wait, no, if we're using barrels in the corners, we don't need the special log variant. I don't know though, should we have these log variants on the corner if we're building one high, and then these holding it in place? I feel like the barrel thing, you know, because it goes across, it kind of looks like it's holding it with these bars. Okay, so to finish replacing this, we would need to break the rest of these, and then we have the barrels placed all the way across, and then we would replace this log, and then yet again this side, but we actually have some more breaking to do quickly. So the outlines are finished with this, so we should be able to run back a little bit and stack up. And let me see, is this looking okay? Honestly, it's better than before, but I think it kind of stinks still, so I'm gonna think if there's anything else I can change. I mean, okay, I don't think it's perfect by like any means at all, but I think if we expand it, it's gonna look more and more normal, so I'm gonna attempt to do that now. And hopefully I'm right about it starting to look more normal. I also think the barrels from far away actually don't look that good, so I think we could have the opportunity to kind of replace the barrels with a lighter... Ooh, okay, I can't take that back. That kind of looks awful. I think the barrels are going to be the best bet. And then back here, I have to also decide, are all of the farms going to be even with each other? So I'm going to continue this river type of thing I built and try and bring it back here more. And then we can kind of find another spot for another big like farm like this. But, oh wait, does the farm even reach all the way? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, easily. Let me start planting some stuff then, because obviously we need food. We have 9 melons left. We're gonna have to find more food before this even grows. And even when it does grow, it's not gonna be a lot of food at all. We do have 37 seeds, which is, I mean, that is the bright side of this, because that is gonna fill up almost the entire farm, I think. Not quite all of it, but yeah, like 3 blocks off or something. And then let's do 2 blocks back, and then I want to do another one of these for now. And I'm going to have it on the same, I'm going to have it be even, I think. But when we get further back, I could totally, oh, you know, oh no, I don't know. That's actually a tough choice. Because I could build like a rectangle one right here, if it's not going to be as big. And then we could have like melons or pumpkins on it or something. I think I'll do that. So let's build this one 3 back, and then it will start on the same corner again. This time it'll be 5 wide this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just place it in the grass in the middle there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will once again continue throwing all my water all the way to the back. And then I think another important thing to do here, where's the water source? Okay, I have no idea. Is you have to mine and block off an area where this pond is gonna end. So yeah, back here is probably a fine place to end it. I was really making this thing huge, oh my goodness. I think we have to kind of make this scope a little bit smaller, because I do not need a ginormous swamp in the middle of my base. We could also get the drip leaves and place them in these waters and some lily pads to just make it feel more alive, probably. Oh, and some seagrass. So I think all of that in general will make this look better. It's just kind of hard to see the vision, but it's definitely not as bad as it was at first. So I don't think it helps that there's a bunch of random logs and leaves over here either, to be completely honest. So maybe we should get this side expanded to where it's going to end. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should do that. I would need more of these logs to build the outline, of course. But if it's going to be 2 blocks away, that would start like where? Like right here? Maybe we should do it a block up so it's not exactly the same. But you know, it's still like the same shape. So that would be a 5-block gap through the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'd go 1 to the back since, of course, we placed the front upward a block. So that would be right here. And then we would finish off the square with this block. So if we place the middle of this, it would make it very easy to place the barrels. And then on this side, since there's no water, it's very easy. We can go and start by just straight up placing all these barrels in. We have 2 sides left now. And yeah, we have plenty of jungle wood to actually craft more barrels with. 17 more just like that. We can actually go even further than that. 32 total. We'll probably still need a couple more to finish this whole thing, but I would assume that's going to be pretty close. And one last final side, okay. And then this can be the wheat, these can be like carrots, and then these can be like pumpkins and stuff back here, hopefully. So we probably want another 2-block gap of the water, but again, we don't want it to be perfect because I think that would end up looking a little bit weird. Then we go grab more of my dirt to round this around. So if we let this through right here, okay, I think that's looking fine. Again, let's add some dirt to this side, and then we have to start rounding this all the way back again this way. I feel like this is already too big of a gap right here, is it? I don't know. Like, what if we honestly just start right here, bringing it back in, and then something like that? That's gonna feel better, I would assume, so I'm gonna try that way. Obviously, I don't want it to be like this much of like a straight line all the way back here, but that is how it's gonna start out. And then I think I place the water in and kind of see from there if this is working or not. And I think if we just go straight back from there. Okay. Oh wait, no, because this is gonna be the other platform, right? So let's finish that now and swap so we know how big this has to be. So we want a 2-block gap, I think. We can bring this way. I would think we want it to be a more variation too, so if we curve it that, then it can go up, and then we can bring it all the way back here. Okay, and these blocks would be mined out for the barrels. I haven't decided on a length for this yet, which is definitely making things a bit trickier. We need some more barrels right here on this side, and yeah, definitely time to decide a length, right? So I would say we honestly bring it back as much as it can go without like feeling way too big if we're gonna have 2 different plants on this thing. So let's do like a width of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I'm already at 11. That's the 11th block. Then that should be fine. Let me recount the dirt though. Oh yeah, the dirt is 11. I just want to double check that. Then more barrels through here. Oh, there's like a 1-block gap, so I think we do probably move that in a little bit. And I placed the wrong oak there. It is an easy fix though. We have 4 barrels left, but we're so close to being done with at least the prototype. And I guess this would go out to a 3rd block. It would dent in, or let's do 4th block here, break 1 here, so it's 3, 3. And then we dent it in 2, dent it this way, and then kind of connect it back up through something like this, I would think. And then we can beef up the outside and make it look more natural after, like I said. But let me just make sure the inside of this looks fine first. And of course we want to make all this flat because we're just having a 1 flat little pond type thing here. And I guess we could mine down more if it makes it look better too. But I assume we're not going to need it. And then can we let this water through? Yes, we can. Oh yeah, and this, if we're blocking out for now, I already mined like so much of it out, but I think something like that would probably do. Yeah, okay. I do think that curve looks fine. So let's see how this is all looking now. Okay, well, once again, I think it's far from being perfect. I could point out a bunch of flaws with this, but I think it comes across and gives the right idea. I think there's a couple ways I could make it better. I think hopefully buffing this up a bit could make it look better as well. if we just bring this over by removing some of these access blocks and just giving it a little bit more room around here. And then of course all the decorations that we can add in later are also going to help. But just as a general shape, I think the changes I'm making now are going to be necessary if it doesn't look terrible. So let me make sure the water is placed. Okay, and I do think I already gave a lot more room. And I've got to put a bunch more stuff on all these corners here, a bunch more grass and even the whole mountain out, which is going to take a while. But once I do that, we can connect this pond here all the way to the real river behind me. I am out of food now, like officially though, so the situation is getting pretty dire. One thing that could help is getting this farm ready, and we could plant down seeds on this one too. So I will do that. We only have 6 more, but you know, when we gather the other one up, obviously we're gonna have more. I don't have carrots or anything to plant here, so I'll just double up on the wheat for the time being. And we could also get to work on the little cross paths right here. So let's get started on those so we can connect all of these farms up. I think just having them connected will definitely start to make the farm look better too. Just slabs or trapdoors are so expensive, so I'm just gonna do the bare minimum for now. So yeah, with these being placed, we can at least reach each farm. Not from each other, but... So if we do want to connect this up, like I said, we gotta do a lot of terraforming. So let's start by bringing this mountain all the way down to the bottom. And a little bit more of a forgiving shape. I don't know what the correct term that would be, but it goes down way too steep right now, so less steep. That is what we're going for here. Then we can connect the flow of water so that hopefully that'll make it look better. I don't know. Because right now it just kind of looks like I made like a man-made pond and threw a bunch of water on top of it, which is not really the concept that I was trying to build. So yeah, let's move in mind some more of this out too to make it look a little bit bigger. Whoops. Hopefully this is helping. Let's go check in just 1 second if it is indeed making it look better. Also, as you can probably tell from my food, I'm running out of it very quickly. So what am I going to do about that? I honestly have no idea yet. I mean, maybe some of my wheat has grown. It didn't look like it did. We just used up all the melons, which I wanted to plant some, so we're going to have to get more of those either way. And that is what it's looking like so far. I think we could probably add a little bit more water still. But in order to do that, we would need to go ahead and grab some dirt because we're out of it. I don't have food in my chest. Yeah, so we really need to go get some before we build anything else. Oh, and I'm almost out of dirt already. Okay. All the dirt we got earlier is almost used up. Partly because I expanded the thing, but, you know. And I'm going to make this even a little bit bigger than that too. Okay. So this should be a bit better. I want these corners to have more space on them, honestly. So we can actually bring these out more. Like that, I would only assume is going to hopefully be enough. And something like that, maybe? Let's do like 2 more blocks off of these sides as well. 3 blocks. 2, 1, 2, 3. Just making everything feel a little bit more spaced out. Hopefully that's the idea. And oh yeah, I'll probably make you guys stop watching me mine a bunch of random blocks. But you guys get the point. We gotta make this look a little bit more natural. Like it's actually a big water pond here. Also, wait, did the water fill in automatically? I guess it did. But over here it needs help. Oh, you know, I totally forgot to get more food. So now I can't even sprint. I'll probably go try to get some fish from the pond next to me. Right after I finish filling in this, which was supposed to be the previous where the pond went to, but I think it's plenty big enough now. I guess a couple more blocks wouldn't hurt, right? Okay, hopefully I'm done editing it. Oh yeah, and look at that big patch of fish. That should give us more than enough food to survive for now. I also love how they added shapes to the mobs in Minecraft. I think that's probably a good change. Just having variety in the first place. It does kind of make it confusing, like, is this a baby fish? No, it's just a really tiny one. Well, 11 salmon won't fix the problem, but it'll make us be able to sprint again, so I would think that's good enough for now, definitely. I'm gonna get a couple fish and go right back to building. We can come get the rest later on, but I want to go check on my wheat too so we can replant that stuff. Because we get both our farms finished. Does this give me the full hunger? Yes, it does, but no more than that. 2 wheat grown, okay. Not that good. Well, we got like 4 more seeds, but it is a start, so I shouldn't be complaining too bad. Also, I gotta check my chest for bones to see if we can get some seagrass and stuff here. And I think probably having some depth would help a little bit in these deeper areas, so I don't know. Maybe we should just take the hit. I mean, I don't know what the hit is too, but I'm just saying it's some extra effort. But I mean, if it makes it look way better, I guess it's worth it, right? So let me go through here and just mine some of this down quickly. Wait, did I mess up the water here? Or I guess I never laced it back in, okay. That is fine. I don't want to be too much of a dip too, right? So it's kind of tricky where to decide when to stop. But just in these areas where it gets more thick, I could definitely just dig this down a little bit here. Let's bring this all the way down to the other side. We also get some extra dirt from this, so it's kind of like a good thing at the same time for us. Because, I mean, we're in need of dirt. I think this is going to be okay, yeah. Just stop it like right there because it gets more shallow here. Or maybe like genuinely make like a tiny little gap right here and then take a break. And yeah, maybe we can push this gap up to like right there, I think. 2 more blocks here to make it look more like it's stopping. And then the only thing would be left is a little bit of a hole in the middle here. Yeah, I mean, I hope that makes it look better. Let me collect my dirt. And another wheat has grown. Let me get that. And plant the seeds right back in. And we have 3 wheat now, total. Which means we can make a single piece of bread. Which obviously doesn't solve the food problem, but the thing is that we're getting closer. Oh, you know, I could actually plant 4 more seeds down inside my furnace right here. And we've got 8 more fish. That would be helpful. And we do have a bone, so can we go see if we can even hit the ground with this in the first place? Oh, we can. See, I think that's going to give it so much more life in the first place. Let me go on my tree and have another peek. Okay, I did fill my water bucket back there. So I took a bunch of damage, but can we make some oak fence? Because I want to light up the temple over here just a little bit. So let me get my torches and fence. And then can we... I wonder if like these are actually good spots on the walls that go up. And I do think torches actually look better rather than something else, since I think it kind of fits the vibe, but I don't know. I don't honestly. And could we add cement on the corners as well? I mean, I can definitely do it for now. We'll have to just see if it looks okay. Too high for those torches, and we could put one on the next layer, but I don't really want to go all the way up there at the moment, so I'm gonna wait. Oh yeah, we have to finish the back too still. I kind of forgot about that. Why don't we build it a little bit? For the stone layer, we just have to bring this across to touch it to the other side. I wonder, like I said, could we put melons on this one? I think we could try. So I think having a coarse dirt path in the middle could be a nice thing. And then probably having farmland like right here. Then the block, like the melon could grow on this block maybe? I'll kind of block off our path, but at the same time I don't really care. So we just need some more melon seeds to try that out, which I could probably go get pretty easily here, so I might try. And we have 1 more wheat that's grown, which gives us actually 4 seeds total, but 3 extra seeds to replant, which is a lot, I feel like. And did I leave any melons close by? Do I have to go on like an adventure to get them? I really doubt I got every single melon that was close. I mean, I was eating them earlier quite a bit, but still, I mean, there's multiple parts of this jungle I haven't even been in. Okay, yes, finally, we got some melons. And that's just enough, you know, there's gonna be more than enough to plant down there. In my spot, is that more melons? Ooh, we do have more melons. Well, in case we run out of fish, then we have some more food to continue holding us off until we get that wheat farm up and going. I also should get some skeletons to finish the pond. I don't know if I'll like avoid sleeping to do that or if I'll just wait. So how many melon seeds do we even need? I guess we could just plant them on both these sides for now if we have extra. Or you know what, maybe we should wait till we find pumpkins. I'll just throw this out. And then I'm kind of realizing now we should have something here so the melons can't grow on it. Are trapdoors weird to have on top of these things? I mean, it doesn't feel that weird. Kind of feels like my best option for the time being. Also, you know, it kind of feels like a walkway. I mean, I think so. I don't know. It's definitely not perfect, but we don't want the stuff to grow on top of it. That would be a bad thing that would be able to happen. And can we place in like lights right here too? That way they also can grow on these blocks. All these building decisions are purely strategic. There you go. That should make this farm work. Or at least that would be the hope. We can actually place some more torched things on all the corners of this build. So I'm trying to place them on like opposite sides as the other one. I think we ended up actually placing them the same way. But if it didn't, then they'd be closer together. Oops, I broke a seed. Oh, also, 2 more wheat has grown in. 2 more wheat have grown in. Okay, whatever the proper word is there. 4 more seeds to plant. And we're slowly making progress on that. We've got... I actually don't know how much wheat total because I put it back. And we can probably make some progress on these stairs. I just realized that. We have some blocks in inventory. 4 placed, okay. I went ahead and made 12 more. Let's see if we can finish this staircase. Okay, we can. And what block do we need next? Okay, the other just normal deep slate. I think we do have some of that. Do we have deep slate stairs is the next question. I think we can make them. 12 will not be enough, but I mean, it's enough to start. Or maybe it will be. I don't know. 'Cause these stairs get smaller, I think. Oh yeah, it might just be enough. Perfect then, okay. Then we need the tough layer next. Tough, then stone. So if we have enough stone, we could actually just make that so we don't have to keep going back and forth quite as much. And we do have tough. We have tough stairs already in there. We have plenty of stone. We can craft the stone stairs. 14 should be more than enough. Oh, well, yeah, I guess we didn't go all the way up on the other layer. We're going to go all the way up on this layer. So there's different ways to get up. I don't know. I think that could make sense. So we could do it that way. I guess it just kind of depends how many of those entrances in the front do we want. I think 1 could make sense. So for now, I will make it so you can get all the way up on this side. Then as for the kind of setup here, I don't know what we'll do yet, because obviously we can't block this off. But either way, you can get it further up now, so that is a success. And this side of the temple is getting closer and closer to being done. And I do kind of want to start the day off by kind of expanding this thing over here just quite a bit. So I want to start building another temple or kind of structure somewhere in this area beyond the farms. So I don't know, like maybe something like right here possibly. We could just mark it with some dirt. Yeah, I don't know. I think a shape like that could be nice. I think we should probably break this single tree right here to give ourselves a little bit more space. And then, oh, you know what too? I wonder, should we bring this all the way out so we're building on a different layer to change the depth up? Because if we're building the exact same level for literally everything, I don't know, it might end up looking bad. So I might actually make the executive decision to go ahead and bring all of this out a little bit. And it would be going back down like somewhere pretty close to here, because we need to go down the mountain again to help with this area, all the water stuff of course. So let me start filling this in too, because I want to finish this water area really badly. We just have so much random placement we got to do, so I'm going to get started on that. I'm almost out of dirt, so... Okay, I mean, I kind of tried to expand it, and I think I succeeded, but we just need so much more dirt, and this area needs to come up a bit too, so we can even build something on it. I don't know how I'm going to get dirt, though, but we can definitely take a break from that and work on some other things. Oh, yeah, the back block on these things, too, I still want to kind of decide on, but I wanted to try cactus and green wool. Or, I mean, getting green concrete would actually be fun. What are all the ways you can get green wool? Or, not wool, sorry, green dye. Do we have lapis? I don't remember. It looks like we didn't grab any lapis now. So we're kind of in a pickle then. I don't really want to go down to a cave. We might need to go down to a cave to get more blocks. I don't know. Depending on what we're gonna build here, might be out. I mean, I have like 30 more dirt, so I can fill some of this in. But I don't think we're gonna make any actual like structural changes to this land. Because, yeah, I mean, we have 8 left, and I just finished filling in a hole. So that's unfortunate, but maybe time to go down and get some lapis and stuff. Because I think we can make the dye we want to make if we get some lapis. Hopefully, at least. And I guess finding some more diamonds wouldn't hurt, so... Oh, yeah, the biggest concern would be I don't have really any food. I guess we have 1 salmon and a bunch of bellids. I'll just have to try to stay out of trouble. Let's collect all the wheat we can before we go down. 8 extra seeds, then after replanting it on the left farm, which gets us even closer to finishing. Let's look at that. We don't have too much left. We also got 4 extra wheat, so we can make like 3 bread total now, which we will just save for later. Well, I'm back up to my base.
the first thing I'm doing is getting some more wheat, just so I can continue growing. I don't think we were loading our wheat so I didn't grow too much most of the time. And if I do take some lapis with me, also sorry about my health, I was looking off the tree just a little bit to see what I should do next, to get a little bit of a reminder. So I do need to heal up with a bunch of melons because I took full damage. But I need to find yellow dandelions, which should generate in like forest or something, I don't know. I mean, I actually found something else I need, which are pumpkins over here. Let's go get those. I'll add some more color to my melon and pumpkin farm. We can plant those down. Ooh, also there's some more salmon here. Let me get that. Salmon's a good food source. It didn't last me that long, but I mean, if we get a good amount of it, obviously it'll last longer. And it doesn't take too long to find them. You just gotta swim one salmon to the next. There's a patch of 5 of them right here. Alright, so I got like 8 dandelions. Like, honestly not a lot, but it was kind of rare, so that is why. Can we make some green dye now? Oh, interesting. Can't. You really can't craft green dye like that? That's kind of crazy. I don't know. I assumed that you could. Interesting. Well, I don't know how we're gonna get the green dye then. Maybe we won't do it right now, or we'll save it for later. I'll figure it out, but I also did get pumpkins on the trip, so it wasn't for nothing. We can go planting a full row of pumpkins back here, and they can grow in as well on our farm. Perfect. And it looks like we have some more wheat that has grown in, so let me get all of that too. We'll have a little bit of a check at how much seeds we actually got. 8 more seeds to plant. We have a potato here, so I'm going to leave 2 spots next to it so we can plant that a little bit more when it does grow. So yeah, our wheat farm is essentially done. And we're getting more and more wheat. Like, there's so much that's almost grown right here. And then I did get some more bones. So we can, of course, go through here and place those in now. To see if that's going to help this place look any better. Let's do the rims first, and then I will do the under part of the pond. I'm just going to spam it. There's no method to this madness. I'm just going for it. I'm just going to click every open block with some bone meal. That is the plan. And right here we should add some. I think we did just about all of it. Okay, I also used all of my bone meal. 3 left, and I think I'm gonna have to use those last 3 too. Okay, we did. I mean, it looks a lot more alive, that's for sure. We have to add some more drip leaves and stuff still, but I think so far, that is a good addition. And look, another piece of wheat. Also, for the little test area right here, I think I want to move over the structure like 1 block. Just from looking over there, I think it'd look better 1 more over. And I need to get some dirt now, so I'm gonna go mine some, probably from just back here somewhere, just a huge chunk. I also should make a bridge to get over, because I always have to like do some parkour jumps while I'm over here to get to the other side. So if we just finally invest in a bridge, that should make it a lot easier. There's some vines in the way though. That might cause me some trouble if they grow back in, but I guess I can just keep breaking them. Alright, we have 1 bridge complete. So I got a couple more pieces of wheat. I have all the dirt on me. So the next thing we're going to do is just go over here and continue expanding and filling all this in until I get something I'm happy with. I didn't get a crazy amount of dirt, like 4 or 5 stacks. So hopefully that is enough too. I don't actually know quite yet. I mean, I can already start to assume that we're going to need a lot more because we have a lot to fill in right here. And I mean, I'm more for this area specifically. I know we're going to need more for the whole build, but I don't know if we can at least finish this hill, but we're going to find out. Oops. I just want to make this a little bit bigger as well, so something like that would be perfect. And there we go. And we can bring this straight on over. And that should be good enough to fill in for now. We can always expand it if we need more. Alright, there we go. I've now used all my dirt again. We have some of this spread out, but obviously this whole hill needs a lot more work. But then this, we have it all flat, and we could probably start building this temple thing right here if I wanted to. Which I think I might try to start on. I'll just have to kind of pick some blocks that I'm going to use. I don't honestly know what blocks I want to use too if we do build something, but I guess I could just try to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we want to make it a little bit bigger so we can have 4 blocks here on each side. Yeah, that would be like 3 on the corner when we bring it in. Okay, and then I guess, I don't know, we would have probably... So can we make this 1 more I guess, this way. We have 3 blocks in the middle. So yeah, that means we'd have to expand this side as well. Okay. And we could have something here, a design. And then a staircase. This is just gonna be a mini, not even a temple technically, I guess. I don't know, just some sort of structure. We actually have stoves already. And this probably is gonna be like how big, how tall? I mean, this is a hard choice. How tall should this first layer be? Let's have some stairs that go up at least 1 or 2 blocks. We're actually running out of room right here, so I guess, I don't know. Maybe we should have the, I guess even if they start here though, that's kind of, I think we have to move this whole thing back to 1, 2, okay. Then that should be moved back now, so we can do that for the stairs as well. Just like 1 or 2 blocks. Yeah, right here would be fine, I think. And then that could be like that to box the stairs in a bit. Then we have a wall design on these 3 blocks. And same for this, of course. Whatever we wanted. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we got a nice base going. Then why don't we do, I guess, a floor, which would consist of a flat thing of tuff. And then for the walls, can we just start by doing the like stair design? I think that's what we're gonna go for either way. So we might as well just get it placed in there so we can have something to walk on. And we had almost just enough to finish it. We're missing literally 1 stair, and then we're out of tuff now too. If we're gonna build an extra layer, we could actually add some stone in preemptively. But yeah, the next layer, we could do stone on the andesite, so I guess I would want another layer. I don't know, it's already such a hard choice. I think I need some more blocks to be able to continue building, which means we gotta melt some cobblestone, right? I guess we have a little bit left. Oh, we actually have more tuff too, awesome. So we do not have to go mining or anything at the moment. And I do want to do 2 things. The first one being gathering all of our wheat, and the second one I want to check to see if this looks good so far. So if we do want to break it this time or redo it, then we can sooner than later. And I do think the dimensions look okay, so we're gonna just continue building this. So for the door, we have like a 3 high type of thing. I don't know, could we have like the things come over like that almost? I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just trying to make it look more blocky. I don't know, we could change it if we need to. And then I kind of want to have the wall go immediately up. I guess we can't do immediately up, so we'll have to do like some stone extra. What if we build this stone above it, like 1 block, maybe 2 blocks, honestly. And okay, we're not out of stone, good. And then this goes all the way over to the other side. Then let me copy that. So this is kind of what it's looking like, which I think so far is good. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm going for yet, so it's hard to tell if I do really love it. I think as a base design so far, I mean, it looks like what I thought it was gonna look like, I think. I don't know. We added more details. I don't know, adding details is hard. I think it'd be cool if we add in some like stone slabs and make the depth come back out a little bit. So I might attempt to do that at the front side right there. Do we really have 9 dirt? Oh my gosh, I've really been using all of it. I don't even know if 9 dirt is enough to scaffold up there, so let's get some more first, because I have to get to the top of my building right now to do a little bit more. And then we'll go around in a circle, or I guess it's a square, and then place in a layer of these single top slabs, and that would hopefully bring the depth back. It would give us a chance to restart on this layer with like some more andesite and stone. And then we can have like another layer, for example. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty normal to me, I would say. I know actually where you could make it look even better, make a couple of stone stairs. I'm pretty sure we could get away with going on these corners. And if we just stack up like 2 blocks, we could probably add in like 2 of these. And that might hopefully make it look like it's being held up more so. So I think that would be a good decision. Let me just go look though. I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that makes it look better. So then the next top step would be to, let's get to the top. Before I do that, let me go grab my stone. Because, I mean, if I'm so close, we might as well get it. I bet there's like 10 more by now, which would bring us to 30. 12 more. Okay, we're at 33. And I think we would want the wall to go in 1 more block at least on both of these ends. But to do that, we have to make the floor. There we go. That should be big enough. And we don't actually even have enough for the wall. Okay. I mean, we can do a little bit of progress, but yeah, we need more stone. Then that way we should be able to start some sort of roof, I think, above this, and then we can end this building off. It's just another mini temple. It's actually gonna be taller than the real temple almost, so maybe we should start the roof right now, because I think this should be the tallest temple, right? I don't know if it matters, but that sounds like it makes sense. Okay, and then also, what if we place some stairs over here to add in some extra depth? I think that does look good, yeah. Then we will walk in, of course, and I don't know what we're gonna have here quite yet. Maybe we can place some random leaves. Okay, we're not gonna place some random leaves, but I'll find something to place in here at some point. I just started melting more of my cobblestone as well, so hopefully that will be done soon. But while we wait, we could finish the base of this, because I've been not finishing the bases of my builds, you know, as you can see with the temple. So probably wouldn't hurt to get started on that, so I will do it now. Is it like a 3x3, a 3x3, and then, but is this the whole layout? Let me see. I think it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that looks good to me. So we'll have stairs in all of these sections. And then we just gotta fill all of them in. Oh wait, no. These are gonna be stairs, right? The upside down ones. So we start filling in from right here on this block, actually. And that should be good enough. Quite a bit of tough, but thankfully we do have enough to finish this platform, I think. We're gonna run out, actually, yeah. And then we need more stairs too, anyway. Do we have more in my chest? I guess while we go check, we can also see if I have stone, which we need to finish the other part of the base. I might need to get some more tough and andesite and stone and all that stuff. I already got some stone, but I'm assuming we're gonna need even more. And then do we have tough? We do not have any tough, unfortunately. Okay. And we don't have too much andesite, so I think if we empty our inventory, it probably wouldn't hurt to go try to get more quickly here. Just gotta throw out some of this garbage from my chest, because I don't really have any room to put anything. Alright, I think we throw most of the stuff we don't need in there. And now I will go ahead and go mine. Oh yeah, but first we need more food, so maybe it's time we use the bread reserves, because we're out of melons already. So I will craft up bread. We've collected 49 wheat, which is a lot. Oh, I can also melt this salmon when I'm back up. I'll have to remember to do that. And one last check, do we have any more wheat that's grown that we can get? I see, I think, 3 pieces. That is a whole extra piece of bread, so I will definitely take that. So that means we're leaving with 17 bread. I don't think it'll take that much food, though, because I'm not gonna mine for too long, and I know the way down, so... Okay, I was mining for quite a bit, and we have a bunch more blocks. 4th diamond pickaxe or something as well, I don't actually know. But it's definitely been a while. We get some more wheat. I used up a couple pieces of bread, but like I said, you know, it's not that far of a walk down there, and I did avoid fighting any monsters. So we didn't really lose much, which obviously is a good thing. We don't have much food in the first place. And then, how much? Do we have 6 wheat now? Yeah, 6 more wheat. I'll go put that in our chest. I think I'll try to finish the inside in the base first, so we can make like a real staircase instead of like scaffolding all the way up every time. Which means we just have to finish some of the tough right here on this side. And can we make a bunch of tough stairs? That shouldn't be too tricky. 16 is not actually going to be enough, but I wonder how much we can get done with that. Well, the answer is not that much, honestly. So let's just make a bunch more. 40 should be more than enough to finish this base for now. So I will do that. And all the stairs are placed. So we gotta go to the second layer and then place in the stone around us, which starts from the second block. So both of those should be the other corners. And then we can kind of just meet all of these corners up. This is gonna take so much stone, so we definitely need to get more cobblestone as well. But for now, we can continue building this, which is what I'm gonna do because I want to build it. Okay, we leveled up by like 2 blocks, and we only used a stack, so we can probably finish this whole like stone base at least before we need to go get more, which is nice. And then we can kind of start a gradient right here too, so we don't even have to use a lot of stone on this top layer. It can turn into the andesite, which I think will look pretty good. And then yeah, this is probably where the roof will start. We don't want to be too high, so let's just start building over here. And where is the doorway going to be? Yeah, we have another door right here, I think. Just the thing is, you know, we don't want too many doorways. So I don't know if it's already too much to triple it up. I'm sure you could kind of make a different shape, hopefully.
I don't know, is that different enough? What if we also add some andesite walls in there so it kind of changes up the depth even more? So honestly, I think that works. I think that's different enough to the point where it feels like we can put it there without it messing up anything too bad. And then could we make a roof layer? Should we just use andesite again, or should we use a little bit of a more interesting block? I don't know. I guess we'll just put it down some andesite for the time being, and then can we just curve that around the whole roof? I guess is what we would do. So we're gonna need quite a bit of andesite stairs. Oh yeah, and the ledge around us, we need more slabs for that. So will 48 stone slabs be enough? My guess is gonna be yes. And it was plenty. So we've got the full platform done. We're gonna just place these in more. Is this even? Okay, yeah, this is even with the edge. Wow, placing these take a while. It might honestly be easier if we just place in all these first, then I place it off of that. So yeah, we do something like this. Also, I wonder if we should have a less square roof up here, so we would kind of indent these a block. I mean, I think that could look good, so let me try it. And to do that, we would just do one here, and one here. Oh, I think we should go for that design, yeah. And then in this corner, I think we get some more depth if we actually add in a wall instead. So I'm going to try and do that. There we go. And then can we finish the wall too, so we can see what even looks like a little bit better. And yeah, I think that actually looks perfect. It looks a lot less square now, and we added in multiple layers of depth, I would say. So we can do the same thing on this side, which will basically just be bringing that stair in and around. And then this is where the wall will start once again. And then when we get one block away on this corner, that is where it will be like the wall. So we can kind of mark it out and place in the top two, because it looks like I'm out of the other ones. And then let's finish this wall as well. All the way up to 4 blocks tall. We can bring it all the way over to the other side as well, and then finish it for good by placing just a couple more stairs. There's a last corner we have to do, so it gets way easier from now. We just gotta place a bunch of random stairs in a line. Perfect. Okay, so for the layer after this, I think we probably just want to continue these stairs, because it still won't technically be higher than the other temple if we do this. I'm trying to keep it shorter, I promise, because like I said, I think it makes the most sense. I'll just finish the whole... I forget if I mentioned that. Yeah, we finished the whole thing right there. I just placed it in a second ago. And we need more stairs, I guess. Thankfully, we have enough andesite to do that. I don't know how many more, so I'll just craft like 8 for now, I guess. And then... do we just slab it off now, maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll have to jump down and kind of look to decide. We also have some food growing in, which makes the base look better in general, I would say. But we probably want to harvest it in case we end up needing more. I mean, we can leave the pumpkins because you can't eat pumpkins. Technically, you can eat pumpkins, but I'm not going to make pumpkin pie. I've never made pumpkin pie in Minecraft like a single time, I think, actually. Which is kind of insane. Well, I think I got every achievement in the past in a video on this channel. So, I mean, it must actually be somewhere where I made a pumpkin pie once. Because you have to eat every food for an advancement, I think. Oh, I mean, that actually looks fine, I think. I think that looks good. Is it perfect? I would say it's not perfect by any means. But does it look like an addition to the base and it fits the theme? I would honestly say yes. But maybe I'm biased. Let me make some more bread. Let me melt my 10 fish. Oh, we have some more stone too. Good. And how can we make this place look better? I'd say we need some torches first of all. That won't necessarily make it look better, but I mean, we need more so we can light in the inside of that base. Because if you can see from over here, it is very dark. I can't even see the inside. Alright, I've placed a couple torches in here. Definitely enough to make it so monsters won't spawn in, but I wonder if we should add some more decoration to this thing. Like some... Well, you know, that just doesn't really look right. I would actually argue that stone will look better. Yeah, that looks way better to make this more curved. It makes like a big grand entrance. And we can just shove some more torches on that wall. Won't be able to really see them anyway. Then it does make it a bit brighter. It's still pretty dark though. Can we finish the top or make a staircase? What kind of staircase do we want? Honestly, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the middle. Why don't we make a cascading staircase all the way to the top? I think could be cool. Starting with some tuff. I think we can just do something like this. And then can we make tuff slabs? Yes, we can. And then if we kind of just continue this pattern, I think it will look pretty normal, but let's see.
I mean, I don't know. That looks pretty normal to me. And this would be one more block, one there, then come up on top right about here. And, you know, I keep forgetting how to place it. I think this one would have been is it a slab? I don't know. Oh no, yeah, that's a stair, I guess, and then that works good enough. Then this block, probably some more room would help, so we can make this a stair too, to give some more room to go up and down. And I guess that looks normal. I think it looks kind of bad from the outside. I don't know if there's a way we can fix it though. Maybe if we're replacing the slabs in general, using blocks instead. I mean, that at least makes it look better from the outside to a point where it's good enough. So we'll just leave it like that. As we go up into the second floor room, we place a lantern or a torch in the middle probably, because if we block the roof in more, it's gonna make it darker in here. Then we go around this ledge, which is nice. I don't know if we'll use the ledge for anything, but it's there if we do want it. Let me go back down and see if we want to expand the roof or if we want to slab it off would be the next big choice we have to make. Yeah, I think slabbing off would make the most sense. Let's just slab it off at this point. We don't want it to go too tall. And in order to get to the top, we're just going to use some dirt. The classic scaffolding method. Then the slabs will start right here. It will be extended a block because also if they're on this layer, they'll place like half slabs. It's going to make it so nothing can spawn, and it will obviously also add in a little bit of extra depth, so 2 reasons to place them like this are good enough for me, so that's how we will be doing it. And the last block, can we see where we need more torches? And I think the answer is literally everywhere, to be frank. You can probably place one in on each corner as well on another wall block. I guess we're out though. You can look at tough wall to mix it up. Have some different colors up here. I don't know. Okay, I think that's pretty perfect. You can also use these stairs as an excuse to throw in a bunch of torches. We could even place more like lanterns up there if we wanted to. But I think this build is essentially done. I definitely don't have any complaints. I think there's one thing we have to do though. Well, I guess I do have a complaint, so never mind. But my one complaint is that it looks so flat on the bottom, which is fine because, you know, I'm not done building, that's why I'm looking. So I think one way we could change that is making a railing. I think the best way to do that could be just something like this. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best course of action. And that can probably also just follow the like design we already have, where it's 3 blocks, and then 1 normal block, 3 blocks, whatever. And then that should add in some more depth and really tie this into being a nice base for the whole build, because it just makes it look even more supported than it already does. And can we finish this now? Yes, we can, with just enough slabs. And oh my goodness, perfect. Let's go see it from a little bit far away what it looks like once again. I'll show you guys right now. Just gotta run away a bit, and there we go. That definitely does make it look better, yeah. I think that's as good as we can get it, honestly. Unless we do something like, maybe, even if it's just on this block, maybe we ease into the thing a bit more with some stairs. Yeah, I think that's actually probably beneficial. Just where it doesn't turn into a full block too quickly and ruin this little design we have. And I don't know what else we could put in there. I think it serves its purpose as a temple, but it's still a little bit square. So maybe we could add in some depth somehow. Like, I just wonder what if there's like a row of some andesite pillars here. Not the full thing. I guess we could do the full thing up to like there. Because one of my main priorities is making it look less square. Because obviously, as you can see, it's kind of like a big blob. So maybe the walls will help that once again. I do need to craft some more though, because I don't have andesite in my inventory, so I figured I might as well get this first. We can get these potatoes and replant those. Slowly grow our potato inventory. We're getting more and more wheat. Like, this is working pretty well. We should have to stop worrying about food pretty soon here. And yeah, we need an andesite, okay. I do have just a couple pieces, so actually, well, yeah, I have a full stack in there, but we have more than enough to make 12 walls to test this with. And then we can compare the 2 corners. I guess we could actually do the bottom block, like, why not? I was trying to make it not as similar to the top, but at the same time, it's okay if it's a bit similar. So then which side looks better, the left or the right? Honestly, I feel like that's an easy answer. I feel like the left side looks way better. It's less blob-like, which means I will attempt to replace the other side too then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. I like how it looks like it's like holding it up with those stairs we added for depth too, like, I think we hit it. I think we hit the nail on the head with this one. I like it. Well, I'll just add in some slabs on the top that are trying to change the shape a little bit more still, and I think it probably was a success. I like how it looks. After looking over the base, I think it'd be cool to add in like some sort of like tree type of thing back here in between these two, but for now, I think we're on the right track. I definitely like everything we've built, so I'm gonna continue gathering this wheat up really quickly, and we can also get a melon or two because why not? And it's probably time we fix a little error up here. Well, not error, but there's some missing blocks I've known about for a bit right here. All right, and that should be it, honestly, for missing blocks on this side. Then I guess we could have finished the whole temple too. Should we just get that over with? I mean, it's probably been long enough, so let me kind of walk in and do that. Starting with this side right here. We can do some more of the base. Well, I mean, definitely not perfect. We ran out of like deep slate of both the types, but I mean, I got some of the base blocks down, which I'm pretty happy with. And like, these are where the stairs are going to go, so we can build off that pretty easily. We can also just finish this tough layer. Not completely finish it, but you know, we can also, the same concept, get a lot of these main blocks down that we're going to have to place at some point. We need more tough walls for both of these sides, so that is also something easy I can finish. And then when I'm down in a cave, I'll have to focus on getting some more deep slate. I just don't think I'm going to do this second because we've already mined so much of it. And it looks like we need stone brick walls to finish this top. I could probably do that. What did I do since this is 3 blocks long? What did I do here? Or I guess how... Oh yeah, this side's smaller, so we would have to do something custom here, which would probably just be a 3 wide thing of stairs so we can add in an extra wall. I think that would look best. So let's make a bunch of stairs and add that in here. So something like that is what it will look like from the side, which looks just as good as the front. And I guess since we're up here, let's just make some cobblestone walls, or stone brick walls, sorry, and finish these corners off. Just so we can take another thing off the list of things to do. And perfect. On these sides, we can also place 2 of these and then have probably... We probably honestly don't need anything here. We can just leave those blank. We just have the stairs on that front side. And I don't know what I'm doing right here, like I said, but, you know, we don't actually have stairs either, or else we'd be able to finish that. Do we have andesite walls? We do not have andesite walls, okay. We need more andesite, which I think I actually have in my chest, so why don't we finish that top part? Oh my gosh, the grass is spread all the way up here. It is kind of crazy. Where was I needing these? Yes, on all of these sides. Then this will just be a single wall. Same thing for right here. Then, yeah, the top is finished, except for these stairs, which I guess we could probably try to decide what the plan is. I mean, what about something like this? Just a really narrow staircase. I don't know, maybe. It doesn't really match up as well either, which would be my gripe with it. What if we do kind of like a staircase like that? Like, how does it look from the side? Probably pretty normal. You know, I'd say that honors it pretty well. That's, I think, the best thing I could do right here in this situation. So that's what I will go for. I just have to copy that over in this entire square. Oh, so that was my arm. Sorry about that. You guys could hear me scratching. So what do we have? 3 blocks here or something? And then, you know, we actually have to finish all of these layers with the stairs. So that is a lot of stuff we got to place. Let's just start with the main blocks. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, we're out of the deep slate stuff, but I mean, the main building blocks here are finished. And we do have andesite to make the stairs, so we could finish this very top part first. Kind of in backwards order, but it is what it is. And then both of these are curved. Oh, right. And amazing. We have the top of the temple even more finished, but I've been building on camera for a while now, so I think it's time I take a break and get some stuff done off camera, so we're not just watching me build for too long here. We've got some stairs. I've outlined these things on the sides. I've done a bunch of random stuff, but I'm just slowly trying to build up the base more and more, which I think I'm doing a pretty good job at. It's just that this base is so big at the bottom here, so it takes a while to get anything done. But like I said, I am definitely making some good progress. And I should probably start laying out this side. Like, what is this gonna look like? Ooh, it's not actually even with the stairs. So why don't we do a... yeah, 2 ones that are too wide, I think would probably be the best course of action here. And then we could just leave a little bit of an extra gap, which is probably beneficial, honestly, so we don't have too many of the stair design things. Okay, well, thankfully, I did kind of finish this just now, so we have this whole side down. We need to place some stairs, and that's about it. But I did mess up the back of this a little bit, so we have to go through and fix some of these stairs. I just wanted to be even if it's the back side. So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably have to place a couple of things in here, which might take a while, but
I think it's worth it, so I will do it. And then this one's actually 3 wide, right? Yeah, that's how we ended up doing it on the other side. So we'll copy that over to here. And then it should... Yep, it ends right here. And then we have a 2 wide one. Oh, the 2 wide starts here, though. And I'll basically just copy this all over to the other side. And then we're actually just done. I mean, done with the first floor, except for these blocks, which I don't know what we're placing there. But that is huge progress. Okay, so I kind of finished this staircase, which is awesome. Which means this whole side is almost finished as well. I just have like a couple more blocks and melting some deep slate to place along this side over here. I'll probably just skip the backside for a stir because I don't think we need it, honestly. But I mean, yeah, it'll be nice to have this full thing finished up here. And then I don't know if we'll build anything inside, but I did make this room. I don't think I actually showed you guys this yet, now that I think about it. But we have a little bit of a room in here where I can probably move some stuff, hopefully. If I do want to move some stuff, we could have some stairs here so we can actually place double chests like that. And then, yeah, we could have 2 rows of double chests. And then probably just keep all of our stuff in this temple instead of having it outside in the front, which obviously looks pretty ugly. Yeah, I guess I should start moving it then. I will do that now. And 10 chests should be more than enough. We only need like, what, like 8 right now, I think, to place these 4 in. And then we can have this top right one be stone blocks. I think that is a good use for it. This one can probably be farming supplies. This one can probably be like valuables like diamonds and stuff. And then the top one maybe like miscellaneous, I don't know. Okay, and yes, we have the back wall done. I just finished all the deep slates, so that is really exciting, honestly. And then we can finish this, and we literally have 3 blocks left. Oh my goodness. So we just need some deep slate stairs now. I think that is genuinely it. And then this side, except for like some stairs and maybe some decorations, it is actually fully complete. Oh yeah, and the bottom block, we need the like filler here on all the sides still. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. It might just be like a black block, but I want to test first to make sure I place in what looks the best later on. Anyways, can we make stairs with this? Because I don't actually have any deep slate left. This is genuinely the rest of my deep slate. I don't know if you can use normal deep slate to make stairs though, can you? Oh yeah, you can't. I mean, we could place it in mining, but I think I might as well just go get more later. I don't want to use mismatching stairs, so we'll wait for that, but it will be pretty easy to finish that when I need to. And then, can we place in our furnaces again? We need coal though, of course, and I kind of want to split these into even stacks of coal for each furnace. Okay, there we go. 42 in this one, 41 in that one. I guess we could have a 3rd furnace in the middle when this one stops melting stuff, which, yeah, should be done actually now that I think about it. And then we'll put this right directly into the middle right here. And then what will we do next? I'm not actually sure. Well, I guess I was mining or placing a building for a while because we actually have all of this wheat that's grown in. I'm still trying to, like, every once in a while I want to go look at the base from afar. I run back then. I've been placing some like blocks and laying out what I might build and where. Or not what I might build. I'm just laying out dirt because I was gonna plant some trees to get higher into the sky or something. So that's what I was doing. And I think it's going well, but at the same time, I don't know. We're just gonna have to experiment with it a bunch. I need some more bones though so I can actually bone meal trees. And I do need like deep slate, I think it was. So I might go into a cave, unfortunately, once again. And just get some deep slate, get some bones. And a couple of useful things like that. I might also go ahead and make... Well, I don't know. We can start off by making some more bread, actually. I think I was questioning about making those a shield, and I think I'll do it just so I can go down and be a little bit safer. I also don't have wood on me anymore. So there we go. Let's carry some of that. And then this will help me protect me from skeletons. We won't hopefully take as much damage. And then we can have wood if we need to craft a new tool, which we might need a new sword if we kill a bunch of skeletons, honestly. I'm kind of expecting to need one. And then with this 46 wheat, I'm going to make plenty more food just as a backup. And then we can place the rest in our farming chest here. We actually have 17 extra too, and a bunch of extra seeds. Were my potatoes not grown, or did I miss them? No, yeah, those look like they're still growing. I got a couple pieces of deep slate, like, yeah, 2 stacks so we can finish that stair. And then I also got some bones, yeah. I low-key forget what I need the bones for right now, but I'm sure I'll figure out soon enough. I'm gonna mine some dirt as well, because we need to keep filling out that pond to, like, the right side. Oh, wait, I think I wanted the bones to bone the tree, right? Yeah, that's what it was for. I'll have to try to do that soon, then. I don't know if I actually have jungle saplings. Are these jungle leaves? Yeah, I mean, those are jungle logs, so I can only assume it's a jungle leaf. I did spend quite a bit of time just now. Just finishing off some zombies, sorry. But I was building these 2 trees, bone milling them, placing them, cleaning some stuff up. And
I think we're ready to maybe build something there soon. Like I said, I've been placing some blocks trying to get the right angle, and I do think I have it. Let me get all this food first as well, though, because you need to continue getting food, of course. So let me do that. Perfect. How many do we have on this farm, too? Let's see. Oh, 16 in my inventory so far. Nice. I mean, like, probably 8 more that was grown here. So we're at 19 more wheat total. Is there an easy way to get in here? We need to make a ladder, honestly, to get down and up easier. Kind of stuttered there, my bad. So looking at it from further back, I think that is pretty fine, honestly. I don't know what logs I'm going to use. I kind of want to go get some better ones. I also had a recommendation that I should try dark oak instead of like spruce, because it's not going to match like the dirt as well, because dark oak will like blend a little less. I don't know. I might try it. I don't know if dark oak next to jungle tree will look normal though, so we might just have to bite the bullet on that one. Or is there like another block we could use as like, because I want to make like a tree house in a way. I might make a fully custom video in the future too, like 100 days as in a tree house. That was originally going to be what this video was, but then I got a comment talking about a temple. I thought basing a base around a temple would be a little bit more interesting, so that is what I'm doing for that reason. Yeah, and these trees are floating, by the way, if anyone was curious. I just placed them further up so they'd be higher into the skyline, because that's what we need to be able to build off them, of course. Maybe we should just try to start placing some stuff. We don't have blocks in the first place, so either way I have to go mine some wood, right? I'm gonna go over to that same area with the forest and try to start mining some stuff over there. Maybe we'll spot some different wood we can get, maybe not, who knows. I think before we're gonna enter inventory, and then before we enter inventory, we also have an opportunity to finish these stairs, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that and craft them up, just so we can have this side be fully finished as well. Well, not fully, but you know, the stairs at least. We can get up and down from here. And perfect. Well, and perfect. It's done. So let me go right into my chest, and we will clean out our inventory of the deep slate. I think that's honestly it, though. Like, I can keep the rest of this. I mean, arrows, leather, we don't really need that kind of stuff. And I guess we can also craft up as much bread as we can, which would let us be sitting at 16. Okay. We're not doing that great on food. Let's switch to the melons to maybe let the bread catch up a little bit, because it seems like our two farms are not holding us off food-wise. Also, I think this is going to be a fine place to go mine in. We're not that close to the base. And I don't think this is in the sight line either of the base we're building. So what if we start a little bit of a bridge right here? And it has been taking me a while, but hopefully I can get this done sooner than later. I want to have like it slope down. I think it would be the best look, but we kind of have to place a bunch of random blocks for that to even be possible. So that's what I'm attempting to do, which I think I'm doing a pretty good job at, hopefully. Then this will go all the way over to this side once again. And oh, this doesn't really meet up at all with the tree. Do we have to move all this over then? I think we do, probably. I mean, at least it's at the starting of the building phase, so it's not like it's gonna be terrible to change all this. Better to change it now than later, but I'm gonna have to break a lot of blocks real quick. And look at the progress I've made. Holy, this bridge looks good if you ask me. So what can I do for the middle? What if we just use normal planks? I think that might honestly just be the best way to go about this, but I'm not actually sure. Oh yeah, we want some slabs too, to hopefully help with this whole thing being so uneven. We can just kind of slab it out when in doubt. So let me continue placing a bunch of oak all the way to this other side, and then once again, we'll do the slabs. Looks like it actually lines up perfectly though, so we're not gonna have any issue there. Then over here, we can continue having some sort of base. I'm not sure how that's gonna look though. Dude, oh my gosh, I have so much RAM stuff. I can barely like build because there's so many blocks in the way. But I kind of want to go deeper here so we can work on what this is gonna look like. Oh no, I don't want to fall. Okay, can we get back up, please? Oh, okay. It's a waterlogged leaf. I can't. All right, it's fixed. So I think right here would probably look good if we... I'm placing so many blocks wrong. What if we just did that to kind of connect this up better? I think from afar this is going to look normal. And then we'll need some sort of like stair hopefully around this, but I don't know what that will be yet. And then can we build some sort of walkway? Hopefully we can. Who knows how well it will go. Like what if we actually just do something like this? So it kind of looks like it's sticking off right here. I think that gives off those like treehouse vibes. Then let's make this one a little more wide, like maybe 2 blocks to the side right here, and then we'll once again kind of do that little block placement from the other side, and then right here we could do it once again, like that. And then that kind of connects this whole thing up. We just place some planks. And then we obviously need a way to get up, so let's try and do that if we could get some more vines. Okay. So we should be able to get up and down from this vine now. And then hopefully we can make this side a little bit bigger, because it's already kind of shaping up to be a bigger version of it. So we can break these leaves, hopefully. So we need some more room to build. And they're kind of in the way. We do have dirt to scaffold, perfect. That means I can go around here, chop this off, and then disconnect all the leaves so they start decaying. Okay, let's get our water bucket ready in case we fall, because we'll have to clutch. So we're in the middle of a forest. Thankfully, we're not going to have to do that, though. And then, could we start, like, I don't know. Like, right here, I guess we could maybe start that design again. But, like, how big do we make this? I'd say as far as we can go, like, 4 blocks out this way. I think we're pushing it, though, to the point where it might start looking weird because of how far out it's going from the tree. But, you know, we're going to try, like I said. And what if we kind of do the same thing? Oh, I want to be kind of even, so let's try right here for now. And where will that get us? Let me see. All the way to this block. And then, I guess we could have the thing be here instead, but that's 1 block of a difference, so I don't know if that looks weird. I think we're also out of oak wood, though. So we're going to have to go get more of that, but it'll give me a chance to see how this is all looking anyway, so I don't really mind. And then we can get some more, like, decoration blocks. This just comes across as being too small to me, honestly. Like, what if we push it all out 1 more block? Like here, we have a slab like that, and then I guess this would go all the way across. I don't know how that would work, though, because not have enough of a lot of room as is. All of my oak wood is falling all the way down, so we can't even change it right now, too, which kind of sucks. But there we go. We at least have the pillar done. I think that'd look fine. Yeah, we'd have to continue that off to this side, though. And as you know, I do need more wood, so that is what I'm going to go get really quickly. Hopefully I can get more than enough to finish and continue building this. So I'm back up with some more wood, so let's go ahead and try to see if we can finish this now. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. And I think we're going over to this block here, so something like that. This can connect with here, and then we basically have this whole base finished. Or the base of this thing, not the whole base, but we could probably just make this even too. I mean, it's not going to make it look too much worse or anything. We could probably just replace this with an extra floor block as well to kind of make it look better. And maybe another like slab, or you know, maybe better to do like a stair, just something like that. I mean, I think that's fine with me. We could probably also make this a 1 block gap here, or kind of something like this to give a little bit more room. I think that could be worth it, even if it makes the whole thing a little bit of a different shape. I think it overall is going to be good. I wonder if we should move this over 1 more block too, though. I don't know. Maybe this whole platform just needs to be expanded a little bit then. On this side, something like this. And then we could probably use that as an excuse to do something like that. So I guess it would be this way now. Oh, okay, that was definitely close, but thankfully it's not that big of a fall. I definitely have to be more careful, though, because, I mean, if I go back up and fall again, I'm gonna die. So let me regen to fall before I do. And then I think for the design for the rails, maybe something like trapdoors would go over better, because I think the stairs and slabs are just too bulky. I tried them a second ago. I don't know, I want this place to feel really open, and I think that would help it feel open. So let me copy that over to here. Also, can we make this any better? I guess we can't. There just has to be like a hole that you can fall down. I don't know. It's just the nature of this treehouse, I guess. But there's the rest of the railings. Okay. And that looks pretty good to me. Hopefully we can... Oh, what if we just do the rail as like trapdoors like this as well for the side? And then there's actually more room if we just make them hang off a block. I think that's actually the best way to do this. Oh, okay. I do think I like that from up here at least, but we'll have to see what it looks like from below. And can I also add a way to get up here, hopefully? Looks like we can. Definitely have to replace a couple vines, though. And, oh, I did not want to place a torch there. I want to bring these trees to the bottom as well. So can we go get some jungle wood to be able to do that? I don't have enough right now. Or maybe when we go get oak wood again, we could. For now, I'll just place these 4 blocks. And then I also need to collect the vines. Why do I have 2 shears? I have no idea. I also want to kind of expand this platform and add another one up here, just for some variety. So I'm going to start by making it 2 wide on all of the corners.
And probably, is that gonna be enough? I don't know. It honestly might be enough. If we do this again, that's gonna overhang quite a bit. It's also even this time, so that means we have 2 full blocks of... Oh no, we have 1 full block because we have the vines. Okay, well, I think that's fine still. This isn't supposed to be like a super crazy base or anything. It's just kind of be like a little nice tree fort in the back to look at, is the plan. So I'll stick with the 2 wide for the time being, I guess, if it ends up looking fine. Just gotta finish placing a couple of things. We should probably break some of these vines so they don't grow down too far. I can string some of them off later, just for they add to the build, but they're gonna end up getting in the way of everything soon enough. Ooh, I fell, okay. I guess that means it's a good time to fix all the vines down here so we can go up on any of the sides perfectly. And then we have 1 more hole to break right here. And it seems to be finished, okay. And I'll have to check if the trapdoors look good before I place them all up here. I don't want to have to break them. Trapdoors take so long to break for some reason. I don't know why. It's just longer than an average block. We're also going to need to craft even more than we already have when we do end up placing them. Let me get some more vines too by chopping and trimming these vines just a little bit here. There's a big lot of wheat right here, which I will need to collect. And let me show you guys my treehouse. Here it is. Well, let me go a little further away actually. And here it is slightly further away. I mean, you can't see very well still, but I definitely think it adds to the building. I like it overall. I'm gonna do some more tweaks, but I mean, I think it's essentially done. I've almost eaten through a full, I think actually already a full stack of melons. These things go quick. But thankfully with all this wheat, we can continue stacking up on more bread to, like I said, catch up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna have to change the base of this because the color doesn't really end up matching up very well, but I'm just gonna replace the bottom with like some polished deep slate. Before I do any of that or collect any of that, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more wheat because a lot of this has grown since I last was harvesting it. And I got some gravel. I don't think that was in the video yet, but it was in a cave at some point. I honestly forget why else I was in a cave though, but the gravel was for concrete in the future and if we want to make more coarse dirt to put somewhere in the base or to make paths with. Ooh, and we have a bunch of potatoes that have grown in, so I'm gonna break all of these. I don't have to try to guess which ones are fully grown, and we'll just plant like a 9x9. Or why don't we do this full side of the farm can be potatoes, and we can start eating those too. I think that's better. Then a couple more pieces of wheat we have to break, there we go. And then you can go put all this in our chest and check if we do have any deep slate currently. We might not, honestly, because I was already low on it. I mean, yeah, I have like 2 stacks, but I think I'm going to go in a cave and mine some more really quickly, because 2 stacks is not going to be enough to renovate the bottom of that over there. And I think we have enough tuff, but maybe I'll grab some of that as well. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to start off by replacing this first layer with some polished deep slate. So I'm going to start with all of the pillar blocks first, and I can go through and do the stairs after the fact. I'm also going to place in some drip leaves I got earlier from that cave into this pond here. I also have some mini drip leaves, but they were way harder to get, so I literally only have 5. I guess I'll just scatter these around kind of randomly for now. Something like that is going to be okay. And I'll go through and add in just a couple patches of these drip leaves too. Alright, then one of the last things I'll have to do is replace the tough stairs with deep slate stairs, so I will go ahead and start doing that now. Okay, and here are some changes to the build in general. Overall, it looks a lot better, and I think I'm going to start working on something else now. I actually need to change that right side of the, what is it even called? The andesite though, I just realized that. I feel like we could do something to that treehouse area over there, but I'm just not sure what it would be. I guess I could have went for like a walled in design, but that would have been a lot harder, I guess. I mean, I like it up there. I think it's like a nice lookout point. And I guess if I want to test the green block and the black stone like gaps right there, I should probably finally go ahead and go do that. So we're going to need to get some cactus. I don't know how long that will take, but I'm going to go see if I can find some in a desert nearby. I'm just going to assume there's going to be a desert this way because there's an ocean. I feel like that's like the highest chance to find one if I just go through an ocean. Then again, there's a forest over here, so maybe I should be going like the opposite way. Okay, I did actually finally find a desert, but it took me a while. So hopefully this is going to be worth the test. I could probably also gather up some more sand while I'm here, just in case we end up needing any. So I could probably get like 2 or 3 stacks of that, and then I'm probably going to get more than enough cactus. And I guess I can always grow it, but I'd rather just have enough off the bat if I wanted to build with it. Well, I did get back home and I'm melting some steak, some pork chops, some stuff like that. And can we get
my sand and gravel. And I'll probably just make concrete. Where's the auto crafting recipe though? There we go, the powder. And then I'll turn this powder into an actual block. Just need to get a little station set up for that. I'll probably just do it over here past my dirt staircase. And then I'll have to place one water stream just like this. And then I will place them in mine on one block at a time. Only 40 blocks to start with, so that's not going to be too difficult to do. And if it looks good, I can make more. Okay, and there's the right side done. Let me try the left side to see. But I think I'm going to like this. Oh, and there we go. One more view from the back. Yeah, I do think that is a good change in addition to the base. I think I'll probably try to get some coarse dirt now and finish this path, because that's something else I definitely need to work on. I just need to go get dirt though first, which shouldn't be too tricky. I can just go in the pit, but I'm gonna have like no wood when I need a new shovel because my shovel's about to break. So I need to get some wood so I'm able to craft a new one. Just gotta get a couple logs. Unfortunately, most of the trees left are bushes or like big trees I don't really want to cut down. So I kind of have to run around an obscene amount and go from log to log. Either way, 4 is going to be enough. We literally just need sticks for a diamond shovel. And we're good to start mining some dirt now. Okay, well, I continued making a pathway. Hopefully, this is okay. Just gotta go ahead and kind of connect all of it up now. Something like this. Probably bring that block to here. And then I want to place in a bunch of dirt in the middle so we have a little bit of a difference. Hopefully this grass doesn't spread. I don't know if it will. We can get this corner block out the way. And I guess this corner block too, which could possibly help us with that issue. And there we go. Alright, so that should be working. And this path connecting everything up is going to make the base look a lot nicer, since you can get everywhere from this path, which connects everything up. I guess I just said that. I'm going to go ahead and use my shears to go steal some short grass now so I can place it around the path in the farm area that I broke earlier, because this looks kind of plain without it. I'm going to have to do it at some point, so I might as well do it now. Alright, I think so far I did a really good job on that pathway. I placed in a bunch of that stuff with the shears. I got ferns and short grass. I'm going to break this mountain down a block too, because I need a little bit more dirt anyway, and I think it's kind of in the way. I think it just look better if it's more flat, and you can see over here. And we'll steal the shrubs as I break it, so we can place them back over the top, and it will look better again. So I kind of want to get more barrels because I want to start working on the other side of the base so we can make every side of the base look good, especially these two. So can we bring some leaves down here? Yes, we can. And probably just a couple more like this would be okay. Then we can place in like 2 or 3 barrels. We'll need like a couple campfires, but I don't know if we have any left. Like genuinely, I think 3 or 4 would be more than enough right now. 2. Honestly, I can make 2 work. Let's place one right here and then another one right here. That's probably good for this side. I placed a couple more barrels on this side, and we could probably also bring the like walls over here if we wanted to, but I guess we could just leave it blank as well to keep it a little more simple. I don't know. I guess we have the walls up here finished, which is probably good enough. And the stairs on this side, I guess we could try and make a design. I'll need to get my stone stairs back though. So I think I'll do just like that as a design, which basically will be placing stairs like this on that side and then some like this on this side. And we get that effect, which kind of looks like a box. So we'll do that for those sides. And then this one, we can probably just leave everything else like that. Maybe place like a leaf or 2 on top of here. Maybe one on the corner, but other than that, I think we're fine. I could place a torch on these 2 things. I guess there's actually only one on this side. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I think I ran out of fence earlier. I kind of remember that now. All right, I also made some fence so we can just finish the one we didn't place here earlier. And there we go. Now everything should be symmetrical. Also, can I make a staircase here just for it can be finished? Hopefully it won't be too difficult or stick out too bad. Okay, I think that actually works fine. Like, it might be a little bit tight, but I don't really care at the same time. It's more than enough room to go around it. It's like a, 1 block gap, and then you can go straight up here and access the roof. I'd say that is pretty perfect. And then the lighting here is good. This staircase actually blocks the furnace too, which probably will make it look better from the front, if you don't see a bunch of like furnaces and stuff in here. I think it looks better when it isn't like that. We can place a leaf for decoration, and I want to keep these top layers pretty clean, but I could probably place like
genuinely a couple leaves, like I did the one over there. And then we'll probably add to the base a little bit. Just something like that, yeah. I also did not place enough coarse dirt, I guess, because all this turned into grass. I don't know if it was that single block over there, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it was also like these, so I will change those to coarse dirt. And if it go through the one diagonal block, I'll find out at some point, and I will block off all the spaces where it's one block. But yeah, that should hopefully not grow back now. And I think now I might as well go finish the trapdoors up there, so I just need to get some of my wood, which I think I do have some in the chest, and if I don't, I could just craft some. But do we have trapdoors? I have 17. Well, that won't be enough to finish the whole thing, I bet, but we have 32 oak logs, which will hopefully bring us the rest of the way. And since my farm has grown, and we're gonna run out of food at some point again, let's get some more wheat while we can, while the meat is holding us off, until we use it all up. And a lot more wheat, there we go. 15 pieces of inventory from that harvest. Well, I think the trapdoors I had in my inventory was already enough, because that should be it, actually. And I can't think of anything else I'll add here, so I might be done with this again for now. Oh no. Is there anything I could put in this place? I don't think so. I wonder if there's room to add another thing below us, to add like a third, or I guess fourth. I guess we could add another tree going somewhere, like this way or something. I'll have to think about it. So a little bit of a view from far away here. I have a third tree that I added in. I'm gonna go ahead and find a dark oak forest though, so I can try to use that wood and see if it looks good. And I figured the only way I haven't really gone is straight through the forest or jungle. So I guess I'm gonna hug this right corner beyond this mountain and see if I can find something soon. So that whole ocean over there, I did not see any dark oak forests. And I think I've been to the left a little bit over there because I was exploring. You know, I forget what I was exploring for. I think I was looking for melons and I did not see anything in that immediate area. So yeah, that's why I'm going this way. Maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't soon. But I'm gonna go until I do find a dark oak forest. Okay, I do have wood and everything I need, so I was gonna kind of see if I can start building this platform type of thing now. Maybe. I need to place a block one more down. This is definitely not the best way to do it, but I don't know a better way. So this is how we will start the platform. Alright, so I want this to lead over here, probably 3 blocks and then another 3 blocks. A very similar bridge to before, but I wonder if we should... Yeah, we could do another 3 blocks, why not? It's kind of getting to the point where we're going to miss the tree, I think, so we might have to recalibrate this bridge a bit. Maybe 4 blocks, and then another 4 blocks. And then the rest will be to finish the chain. 1 on this side. And then if we redo that on this end, 1, 2, then we'll just need, well, I guess a straight line to finish it. We could go up a block again to kind of add back in some depth. Same for right here, I guess. And we'll kind of turn into like a 2 wide type of thing. And there we go. I think that does the platform justice. It's a little bit differently shaped in some areas, but it probably adds to it rather than anything else. And then can we make some way to get up and down? I think we can. Let me place in some slabs. 1, 2, 3. And then can we have slabs in the middle maybe? That will actually add some depth in from below too, so it probably is beneficial to use slabs in the first place. Okay. And I probably want to have this go up to some sort of like square again. I don't know how it's going to look though, so I'm going to attempt to build it right now. Let's just go like 3 blocks out from each direction. And probably have these blocks replaced. This block replaced. Okay. It's not too even right now, but I'm okay with it not being even on the side where the stairs are. I think something like this is probably going to work fine. So let's bring it to the point where there's like 2 corners on each of these blocks, and I think that's almost the same all around. I don't know. I might try to have this wood follow this platform. So we'll have to break the edge of each of these. I just clutched with my bed, I think. Oh my goodness, that was good. Okay, so I kind of added some pillars, which I think are going to look normal. And I want to have a different design for this side, just to change up the look a bit. So why don't we make
some stairs and slabs, and then those can go in on all of these corners. I think that will look pretty perfect. I guess we can just place like stairs right here to kind of like curve it over a little bit more. I don't know. I think it looks normal enough. And let's break all these vines so they don't grow in the way of walking. Okay, that will be good enough. And I guess we could actually build this one as like a little cabin type of house thing. Should we do that? So it's like a different style. We could build it all the way up to this tree line and have it go like all the way around. I don't know. I'll have to decide if that's going to be a good idea. But I think it could be to, you know, make this tile a little bit different. I'm gonna try it, and if it looks bad, I guess we can undo all of it. I don't know. But okay, so a couple more blocks for this side would finish it, and then we can design some sort of wall, which would be fun. Oh yeah, we could have like some shutters probably. Yeah, I feel like having these things go up could be beneficial to making this more unique, so I'm all in for it now, definitely. Let me place in all these random leaves too, so we have in some more depth. And yeah, probably some torches in all these corners would help too, so we don't like go down and then come back up to a bunch of monsters. I'm just trying to get this border finished so I could hopefully strip all of it and get the base done. Because I want to go see at the bottom how it looks before I commit too much up here. I mean, at this rate, I don't know if I can break all this. I don't know if I have it in me. I might just have to accept it if it's bad. Oh yeah, I did turn the roof down just a couple of blocks. I don't know what else I'll do to it, but I think it's in a good spot for now. So I will leave it like that. And I wonder if we just do like maybe some shutters on this side. What if we do like a fence window? Or we could just leave the window open, honestly. I mean, that's probably fine as well. I wonder if adding some leaves on the sides here would help make it look better. I don't know. It might catch us if we actually run off. It doesn't really slow you down though. And honestly, I think I'll just place the chocolate planks all the way across to this other side. I don't know what else I would do, honestly, so I guess something like that. Kind of looks weird though, but whatever. I guess that's why I was placing them on the outside last time, but maybe we can just place a straight line in this case. And for this side, we can probably just do somewhat of a straight line, something like that, yeah. And I think that looks fine. It's not perfect. I guess we could push this out one extra block to make it similar to the other one, and then push this out one block. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's the same now as the other side, which probably does end up looking better overall. And could we add a way to get down on all these areas? Hopefully, yeah. Something else I need is jungle wood so we can finish the trees to the ground now. I think it's probably been long enough. So let's go ahead and actually do that finally. I'll have to go like across this river and get some jungle wood though, because I don't have like any anywhere as far as I know. I think I used all of it on barrels. Okay, well, I realized my path kind of got grown over, so I think the diagonal blocks are letting the grass through, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So all on these corners, I need to replace this again, and that should be fine. Okay, all these blocks should be able to be dirt now. If the grass grows on them, I have no idea. I mean, you must need a lot of coarse dirt to block it. Okay, this path actually broke too if you want to go through and fix the diagonal areas, which basically leaves like no space for the real dirt, which is kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. We don't want it spreading everywhere. And now that I've collected more dirt, I think we're going to work on the right side of the farm here just to make it more natural, because I have wanted to do that for a while now. And I don't think it would take too much effort. Even if it's not really visible, it's just something I want to finish for the whole base looks a little bit better. And I want to add the water flowing down here, because I do think that'll also go a long way at making all this look a little bit more natural. I think I'm going to need even more dirt to finish this in the first place. I mean, I have 3 stacks left, but I don't know. I just have a feeling we're gonna need more, so I might go ahead and get some more in a second. I'm gonna try to use the majority up first, just to double check that we actually do need more. And I'm officially out of dirt after those pieces, so I will go ahead and gather more. Probably will take like a day or something like that. And I misplaced my bed somewhere, so I'm gonna have to find where I put that. And I've collected like, I think like, how much is this? 4 or 5 stacks of dirt maybe. I'm gonna just continue building all this down. I don't think 5 stacks is gonna be enough to even finish this in the first place again, but hopefully it gets us close. I mean, last time I made some good progress, but definitely I did not finish it. I mean, this first layer is still really flat. We need at least a couple more blocks on here to be able to like mine some ways down with some water in them. So let's get started on that, so I kind of know what I'm looking at. I think that's pretty good. And then I think we can start mining down some like pathways where water will be falling. Or I guess I should finish the whole hill first before I do that. Would be the best way to do it. I would only assume so. Which will definitely take some effort. And am I... Okay, no, I'm not out of dirt. That was out of dirt. I still have 2 stacks. And I'm completely out of dirt. But I think if I get a little bit more, like, I'm honestly kind of ready to make the water flow down, like, now. So I could even start a little bit here. Just like this. I want this to flow all the way to the bottom, of course. Just kind of zigzag a little bit. Well, not zigzag even. I just want it to slowly go right, so it's not a straight path, because that would look weird. And that should be okay. Just gotta put some more water here, so it's a full water source. And then if we make it flow down, I don't think we have to make any changes to that. Okay, we do have to make a change because one of the water blocks aren't there. But other than that, it should be fine. Yeah, if we just place one right here. No, what about right here? That seems to mostly fix the issue, but we kind of run into the same problem again. And then one last time. There we go. That's kind of what I'm going for here, I guess. It looked better in my head than it does, but I think it still makes the base look better, hopefully. Alright, and I actually added in all the sources as like infinite water, and I think that does make it look better, so I'm going to leave it like that. Alright, so on this left side of the base, I think I'm going to kind of mirror it, but not like exactly the same or symmetrical. I'm just going to put another type of like little water farm here with some more crops, and then I might try to build a different kind of temple and hopefully kind of redeem myself on the other one. I might go for a more unique shape or put some more effort into the base this time. Because, I mean, the other one's fine, but I feel like I could have done better, so this will give me an opportunity to try as well. Oh yeah, also I can continue the path, but I need to sleep. So I've got to place in the other side of all of the coarse dirt right here. Then we'll place dirt in the middle again, just like the last side. And then this path will go over this way. I also don't know actually where I'm going to build anything else yet, so I'm gonna just kind of have to leave the path right here for now. And then when I do decide, we can go ahead and place all the other stuff in there. And let me mine out the spots for the dirt. Then we can place that in whenever. And then for the farm, I think we have to flatten this out right here for it's on an even level. I don't think going up a block would make much sense, so I'm just gonna bring it all down to this level. And then fill in this little gap right here next to the left of the temple. Especially with all the dirt we're about to get, we're going to have more than enough and some left over after that. And it seems like my inventory has gotten full of dirt, so... Oh, wait, no, we can throw some seeds on and just finish mining all this. There's like 15 blocks left or something. Probably actually like 20, but... Either way, I'm done mining this out, and I've got to make the outline for the actual farm area, which will probably be a little bit tricky, but hopefully I can figure it out. Here, I want to make the shape first and then place the farms. So I want to make a really interesting shape that looks like a pond or some sort of like river, I don't know. So I'm going to start and I'm going to make it pretty big, but not too big at the same time. So something like that might be okay. I'm going to check and see. I think it might be too round to actually end up placing any farms here though too. So maybe we have to make it a bit bigger and a little bit more square, but I still want to keep the circle aspects, but we need more. I think it's more so I need more space in the middle that's gonna be a square, and then the outside can be the circle like the other side. Well, I was gonna make some barrels, but I think I might get some jungle wood to do that.
because, I mean, oak wood is harder to get, and I'm already running out of it in general. So I think it'd just be worth it go mine like a 2x2 jungle tree so we can make a bunch of barrels with a wood that we're not going to use anyway, and that is easy to harvest. As dark oak as well, but dark oak, we have to, like, travel pretty far away to get more if we want it. So for those reasons, I would just take some time to mine some jungle wood. I think 2 stacks, we got 2 stacks and 13, but that should be enough to make a good amount of barrels. So I'm gonna try while I'm over here just where I can see how many I can get. And if it is enough, I'll just keep mining. I gotta craft minted planks to craft it, oops. Let me just throw out my dirt temporarily, and I can always just get more. 51 is definitely gonna be enough. But I mean, I'm gonna craft some extra here. And then let's see, okay, I can't pick up my dirt. And then let me head back and start placing all these down. I got some oak logs from my chest too, because those are actually going to go in the corner of the farms I build over here. Because I'm going to go for the same layout that I used on that side. So I guess I'm just going to try and start now. I think right here could be a fine spot. I don't know, any closer I feel like it's too close. Like right here, that's a 1 block gap. I want the water to kind of be visible. Right here's fine, but then it leaves so much open space right here. So I feel like probably right here is a good in between, or maybe we should just do it in this corner right here and just mine this out like 2 more. That might be the best in between, honestly. And then if we have 1 2 3 4 5 blocks in the middle, we can't build 2 back to back that are 5 blocks. What if we did like 2 rectangles then? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then that could probably go like 5 blocks over. But that isn't the best room for another one either, though. Guess we could have a longer rectangle that extends past on both of these edges. There would only be a 1 block gap though, so maybe we can mine the very back of this pond out a little bit more to give ourselves some more space. Alright, and here are the 2 platforms filled out. I think I'll go for that shape, but again, I'm not 100% certain. Alright, so I think this is probably a good enough, template to start with. I think I need to build it to be able to tell if the shapes are good, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll kind of see from there if I want to change the layout. So I kind of finished the whole outline on here and I want to continue building it, but I might fill it with water first just to double check if this is what I want to go for. I don't know, it would be hard to remove the water, but at the same time, I don't think I'm going to change it. And we can expand it pretty easily. It would just be kind of hard if you want to remove all the water again for whatever reason. But I don't even know why I would want to do that, so let me place all this in. So I'm going to make a trapdoor bridge from here to here. Then I also want to go ahead and connect these 2 farms up. So I will do that with some trapdoors once again. And then we probably want 1 last bridge. I think somewhere like here would be perfect, but unfortunately I do need to make some more trapdoors to finish that because I ran out. 12 more should be more than enough. And perfect. Now all of these are connected up pretty well. I think I could probably make it, I don't know, it's kind of a tough decision to see if I want the blocks to overlap, but I think it looks better if they're overlapping and not like kind of floating in the air. And then as for the type of farm these are going to be, I honestly have no idea, but I could at least start by tilling all the blocks here. Maybe like beetroot in the front if we find a beetroot, or something like a carrot, and then we could just have wheat on the back once again. I need to craft another iron hoe though, because mine did break. I did plant a carrot down right there, just a single one I got from a zombie at some point, but that is obviously going to take quite a while to grow, and I did have some plans of what to build next. The first thing I'm going to have to do to start that is to build basically another one of these over on that side, which is obviously going to be a pretty good amount of work, so I'm going to get straight to starting it. We're going to need some polished deep slate, which I do think we have some more of. Well, we have enough stuff to craft more, but it seems like we're actually out of the block. But luckily it is very easy to craft. You don't need to melt this or anything like that. And we're going to be starting off with just 4 stacks. I think that's going to be good enough for the time being. Alright, so I'm just going to start with the really basic design. Just the base of this. We're going to have 3 block gaps. To start, I'm just going to make it straight across, and then I might check and see if it needs a curve or anything like that. But honestly, enchantments would really help. I wonder if, do we have like obsidian from the ruined portal and we could just get like efficiency 1 or 2 at this point? I might check because I'm going to have to mine so much more in the next couple days. I guess we don't have obsidian, unfortunately. So we'd have to get obsidian. I do have the diamonds though, so if we find like a surface lava pool nearby, it really wouldn't be that bad. Or I guess actually the ruined portal over there has obsidian. Let me go get that. I can still stick with my iron armor, but efficiency 2 or 3 is going to make more of a difference than you would probably think. And I'll be able to spend more time building and less time actually just mining stuff. Okay, I did get the leather and stuff I needed, or, well, the obsidian is what I meant to say. But we need to use leather to craft a book. Then we can craft the enchantment table, and then we can put it down in our base and use it. I'm just gonna start by enchanting like my pickaxe probably, and honestly, I think that's gonna be good enough. I don't really need anything else enchanted. When this pickaxe gets too low, we can enchant a new one, and if it gets efficiency 1, for example, we can eventually combine those and get efficiency 2. Alright, I built just the base. I think I'm gonna build all this up around here with some tuff. I might have to collect some. I don't actually remember if I'm out. But then I'm gonna start seeing and trying to connect the bridges, and I'll probably not include much of that, so I'll see you guys in 1 second. Alright, so I do need to get some food as well, but I've just started doing the basic outline and structure of this thing, like... Oh yeah, also I did move some stuff up and change some things around. But yeah, the next thing we're going to be working on is this bridge, the structure of that. I want to finish this temple right here to match the other one. That also reminds me, I have the blocks to actually do that. I was going to do it on camera. I forget if the starts at the bottom, honestly. I might just do that off camera too, but... Because you guys watched me build one of these already, we don't need to watch me build 2 of them. And the video is actually running out of screen time, so... I've got to finish as much as I can to make this build as good as possible in the last like 20-30 minutes of this video. I think we've got a little over 10 days left. Okay, I did actually just go ahead and change both of these up to like the full pattern. Our girlfriend has been helping me with the designs and stuff, so I just like fully copied it over, and I'm getting this structure for the bridge built in. So far it's going pretty well, but I might change it again, I'm not entirely sure. And then I have one more plan of something to build that goes all the way up here, and it's like another tower temple type of thing. But we'll have to do that after this bridge is done, which is what I'm going to continue focusing on. I also want to harvest my wheat because I did harvest it. I did not harvest it yet because I made my hay bales into food, which is what I've been eating for a while now. But I mean, that's going to run out eventually, so I want to get as much extra wheat as possible. So that is what I will do now. Oh yeah, actually I harvested my potatoes over there though, because I think having 1 wheat, 1 potato, and then we can have 1 carrot over there, and I guess if we get a beetroot, we could have all 4 crops, but I don't know if we're gonna get a beetroot. And I think the melons and stuff are good enough for now. And I'll be sure to continue planting these carrots. They've actually had really slow growth because I forgot to harvest them for a really long time. And I was also going to use this 21 bone meal I've collected to just add a little bit of grass around here in these areas. The side of this actually still needs some work now that I look at it. Oops, I did not finish that part. And I'm going to go through and remove all these flowers after too, so it's just the grass. Only on this side of the base because it is basically done. And I will save the middle for when that part is done. Alright, so the bridge is actually placed down now. The majority of the work is done. I think I need to get some more iron because I ran out of it, so we need more iron bars. But other than that, in the structure I might build back there. I don't know if I'll still do that. I have like a couple paths I need to finish still. And then I do have a couple of items ready for things I want to replace on camera, so I could do some stuff at least. I want to place the campfires here and continue these bridges, the new design on these farms. We can place 1 or 2 here, and then the middle block will droop down once. I guess the best way to do that is just go down here. Then we can break the middle block right here, and then this bridge adds in a bunch of extra depth. Then the other thing I want to do is plant in a bunch of seeds on this farm, because I wanted some variety. And the one in front of us is carrots. I got all that planted down eventually, so I want to have one with wheat behind it. And I'm gonna have to check my chest for some coarse dirt if we want to continue this pathway, which shouldn't be too hard. I think I have some. 38 isn't a crazy amount, but I think that's definitely enough to continue this at least a little bit here. So I'm gonna start by bringing it all the way to the front of this. And then I can continue this path all the way up to the left side temple over here. We're gonna run out of coarse dirt, but I can continue that when I do get more. And for now, I should be fine to place in regular dirt on all these spots, because all the other dirt is blocked away. I crafted another stack of dirt, a stack in 20, so I think that might actually be enough to finish this path going up to this doorway right here. So I'm gonna attempt to see if that is possible. And it does look like it is. And then let's bring this other corner all the way over here as well. I want to keep the path decently wide, but not too wide at the same time. So I think something like that will be okay. And I can also go through and get these corners where we can place in the dirt in the middle. And that should be all of the corner blocks as far as I can see. Actually, no, there's some ones still hiding in here.
And now this should all be gone, so I can go through and replace all this with just the regular dirt. Okay, now the entire path, except for like the moss and the add-ons and the short grass on top, should be finished all the way to the left side of that temple, so that's going to help tie everything together just that much more. And I do have to break some of my scaffolding that's still over here from building the actual bridge. And I think now is as good a time as ever to go ahead and get the iron we need for the iron bars. I'm just in the cave right below my base, and hopefully I can find enough pretty quickly. So I have been finding some monsters in this cave, and I did have one piece of armor break, so I'm going to go ahead and craft more with the iron I already have. We can get some new boots. And I'm also at 38 iron ore. I don't know if that's enough for the iron bars I need, but I think we're getting pretty close, so I'm going to head up here soon. I might just try to find 1 or 2 more veins pretty quickly that are easy to get, because I want to bridge to those 2. Because all I can see is 1 block, so that's all that is guaranteed to me if I go that way. And I'm back up to my base. I'm going to go ahead and put some iron in these furnaces with my coal or whatever, I guess. And then when those do melt, you can make some iron bars. I guess we can actually make iron bars right now, though, with the iron we do have. 48. Maybe we didn't even need iron, but I did use all my iron on me for those. At least now, even if we don't, we have plenty for the future. Alright, and then I'll place these in one at a time in these spaces that are ready for them. And then the bridge should be basically officially done. There might be 1 or 2 things I forgot or that need to be placed in still, but I think I'm ready to start working on the next thing. I'm starting to clear out a little spot on this mountaintop right here because I want to start building that tower, and I just have to clear something to see if it's going to be a nice spot for it. So this might not be the exact spot, but I'm going to start clearing it to see if it could potentially be where I build this. Alright, I have cleared outer space up here, and the good news is I actually think this space is pretty perfect. I just kind of have to fill in a lot of these random blocks where I can have a more flat space to build on. And I kind of want to build a big staircase that goes down or some sort of path. It doesn't have to be like a full-fledged staircase. But I just want to continue the theme of linking the whole base up through paths and stuff like that. So I'll work on that at some point, but first things first, I will make this platform a little more... Well, I don't know the right word, but I just want to make it more flat. Well, I just came up from getting some more dirt, and this bridge from the side looks so amazing. Oh my goodness. I love how the gradient goes up slowly and matches the buildings next to it. And credit to my partner once again, because she did design the gradient in that bridge in its entirety, so it unfortunately wasn't me, but it does look really awesome next to the temples right there. I think I'll also dig this down by 1 more block just because I already have barely any room to build off of here, and I'm like mining straight into the side of this mountain. I think if I do mine this down 1 more block here, it's going to give us a little bit more room, a little bit easier. So I will go ahead and do that now. And then with all this extra dirt too, though, I could actually build the sides out by another block or 2, and that will also make it bigger. Okay, I just finished this hill in front of this mountain. I terraformed it, which did take a pretty good while, but I think I'm ready to start placing some base blocks down here and seeing what I can do with some sort of tower. So I gotta go grab the blocks to start, though. So I have this little structure laid out. I think this will look good for like a base for the tower and to start it, but I was also just thinking I probably want a staircase down here. It would look cool if it went all the way down as well, but I was just kind of seeing if it would fit in right here on the mountain. And so far, it looks like I actually built it pretty perfectly for it to be able to fit in here. So I'm going to continue placing this towards the bottom, and I think it will look fine, but I'm going to have to place in some more blocks, of course, which won't be too hard to do. So I'm going to start doing that now. And I mean, yeah, probably like 5 more blocks I'm going to be at the flat ground, so we can also fill this in and make some room. Alright, so I just gathered some more stuff I went mining a minute ago, and I want to build this out a little bit towards this way. Just have a little bit of a platform right here. Then we can continue the staircase down, probably like right here would be fine, I assume. Then we can have some stairs in the middle, and all the way down this way we can continue bringing this all the way to the bottom to connect up all the base. Which we're honestly almost done with. I just need a couple more of these blocks right here. Looks like we gotta craft more though. I have so much RAM stuff in my inventory. We've got to empty that out as well. And then can we... Yeah, we can connect the mountain height right here on the side. I think it looks the best. I don't know what we'll do for these side blocks, but honestly, I will just ignore it for now. I mean, I don't even know if this is the pattern or structure I'll go with. I've got to place it first to test. And that should be it, because this will all be flat. Guess we could have another mini step right here to help us get down this hill. I think I need one more piece of dirt, to be honest. Okay, let's just use a coarse dirt, and then we could have, like, you know, another step like this. I think something like that could be good enough, and the rest of this could be a path, possibly, yeah. Okay, I filled in all of these blocks with the deep slate. These will be stairs. Then for the rails right here, I kind of want to decide on something. Like, could we have a little rail? Yes, we can. And then this kind of steeps it back down to the regular thing. So I think that is a great design to go with for this part. And then we would, of course, need slabs to finish the other section of that. So let's craft up some of those. And then we can place them right down the middle. So now that the railing is figured out, we need just normal deep slate stairs, which I can get pretty easily. Then we can just continue placing this all the way down to the bottom. I think I'm gonna have to craft more stairs though. I did not craft that many, honestly. Alright, I also kind of did like a coarse dirt kind of path here, maybe. I don't know if I'll change that, but for now, it is definitely good enough. I've spent way too much time on the path, and I want to start building the actual base once again. So let me get started on that. We need to bring this back a little bit. So this will go 3 blocks this way as well, and then we will have another 3 blocks back, and then I think once again, if we want to make a square, we'll need 3 more blocks, right? But that is in the middle of a mountain. So I think we will just kind of build this up for now, and then we'll add in the other layer when we get there, so we don't have to mine out a bunch of random stuff. If we don't actually need the space up here that bad, it might make more sense too if it's like this. So for those reasons, we will only build it this big on this first level. Also, we need these stairs for the walls right here. I guess we could use these stairs again to add in some more color and stuff. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Maybe those as a railing block, possibly. But I think, oh no, these might just turn straight to walls. I don't know, because this needs to be a building because it's gonna go up. So yeah, there could be a 3x3 entrance. We could have, well, I guess I need to build this more before I decide what the entrance is gonna look like. Okay, if we just have this go like that, and then some pillar type things on the outside, is that actually enough of a difference to have it like that? Like, I'm basically wondering if we have enough depth. I don't know if we do. I guess we could have a 1 block gap, and then we could do the stairs once again to kind of add in some more depth there artificially. Let me see how that will end up looking. I do need to make some more stairs in order to do that though, so I'm currently out, and I guess I don't have any more dirt scaffolding on me, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go get more for my chest. And how does that look? I think it's okay. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I have 2 different sides right here. I think this one probably is looking better, but I'm gonna try and make the 2nd floor now before I continue building more stuff. Also got this stack of concrete. We're definitely gonna need more of that as well if we continue building this, I bet, because it's hard to get. But I figured 1 stack will be enough to test, because I don't even know if I was gonna keep it, but it seems like I will. And for the next layer, I want to move the gradient up a block, so I think we're gonna swap into, well, I guess it's in my furnace, some normal deep slate and stuff. I'll probably build the next layer and then check back in after that. I'm mostly trying to focus on building, but I wanted to give an update before the whole thing is done again, because it kind of did the last time with the other build. But I have come up with this so far. So from further away it looks different, of course, but I'm trying to get a design that looks nice. I think I'm also going to make this roof go up another block, but I don't know. I need to get some more dirt first because I need scaffolding to get back up. So I just jumped down to get some more resources. Okay, I also want to finish this wall really quickly because I've been making some good progress on the base above me. If you guys can even see that. Yeah, something like that so far. So I don't know. I mean, you can't really get a good view of it, but something like this. Yeah, I'm trying my best and I want to make it go even higher. So that is what I'm currently trying to do. But I wanted to design this green design for sure. So I think it would be a good thing if I did this wall now and got it sorted out with all the green concrete, and I'll save the final reveal from far away when it's finished. But yeah, making some really good progress so far. Let's place a block in here, and that is pretty fine to me. Alright, well, this isn't the best angle because this isn't a thumbnail angle, but it's close to it, and you can kind of see the full tower. The front of it is mostly built, I think. I think there's some stuff missing on the left side that I'm gonna go do, but I think that is it. I mean, obviously,
The top does look bad, guys, and I'll put some random shapes with some green concrete. I mean, forgive me, but I think it looks fine. Like, I like this base overall. Let me stack up too. So this is what everything is looking like on the base. There we go, a little bit of a view. And I think, like I said, it is really good. There's a couple things we have to do left, though, that are pretty easy, but it's mostly just, you know, like tiny little... I mean, I'll show you. Let's get it done. But yeah, the whole path is done. The 2 temples are done. The bridge is done. The huge tower thing over there is done. As bad as it may look. Maybe I'll do some edits. I don't know yet. If I do edits, I might do them only for the thumbnail. I don't know, because I don't want to spend more time building this. It already took me long enough. And I do not want to waste any more time. I was trying to make this video shorter than my videos usually are, but I think at this rate I kind of failed at that since it's getting pretty long. So that's why I have not been building much especially when I do like changes. I guess I didn't include much of the bridge or this tower, but I mean, we're already running low on time, so I figured I might as well just finish it. Also, just running through and bone mealing this water area. That is one of the things left I needed to do. And then we want to place some drip leaves in here as a decoration. So I will go through and do that as well. Some of them too high, some of them... Maybe we should have some 3 high ones actually. I didn't do that on the other side, but could look cool, I guess. And then if it doesn't look good, you know, of course I can remove them as well. But this will make the pond feel a lot more alive near these farms. I think that is definitely a good thing. And then there's a couple spaces like this whole area where we need to go through and add bone meal. So we'll use some of the bone meal I have left to do that, which will overall just make the base look a little better. I'm honestly fine leaving some red flowers. Like, I think that's probably going to end up making the base look better, if anything. And then could we also go ahead and get some of this short grass and place it more close to the path, or like genuinely on the path to some of them. I have short grass, nice. So we want some of these on these other blocks to make the brown a little bit more green in some places. And 8 left, we can go ahead and use on this side. And we could leave the patches of flowers there, why not? And then we need some over here. Seems like again, I need a couple more bones to finish that off, but base is basically done. I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 more tiny things I've got to get finished though, so let me think of what those are. Well, I think that's probably it. I can't really think of anything else I want to do. Just really quickly at the end of the video here too, if you guys have other ideas, leave them in the comments. I'm really trying to be more creative and do more unique stuff and build better things. You know, I had my girlfriend help me out on this build too, which I think was a big help. Obviously, she didn't help out on all of it, like the temple, the concept she helped me with, but the building itself is mine. That's why it's worse than everything else, as you can tell. But I also want to try to make my video shorter, so I've really cut out a lot of the building near the ending. I don't know, like, maybe I could replay mod it next time. My replay mod is actually broken. I'm not going to get into it right now because it would just take up random space in the video explaining it. But thank you everyone for watching. Click the video on screen now if you want to watch another one just like it. And I'll see everybody next time. Goodbye. I am happy with this base. It was a great video.